There is not a day that I get out of bed. There is not a fucking day that I wake up that I don't feel like going back to sleep, or that I don't have anxiety about what my day is going to bring. And I'm nervous and I'm scared and I'm like, all right, what do I got to handle today? And you know what I do? I wake up and I go handle it.
Ideas are dime a dozen. People say, oh, I got a great idea. Everybody's got a great idea. The real question is, can you execute? Can you get yourself to follow through? That's the only way that you're going to expand.
Making a freaking plan is the easy part, and you have to understand, if you don't execute on the plan, if you don't get up in the morning when you're feeling tired, scared, if you don't execute, you're not just cheating yourself, dude. You're cheating your family, you're cheating your employees, you're cheating your team, whatever you're a part of. It's bigger than you, man.
Many of you have given control of your life to your feelings. You gotta take back control right now. You must harden your fucking mind. You gotta discipline yourself. When it's time to rise, you fucking rise. When it's time to work, you fucking work.
Regardless of how you feel, you gotta execute on your mission. You don't give yourself the option to take it easy. You don't make excuses. You don't blame anything, any person, because this is your life. You're the one who's responsible.
Do you think Michael Jordan was interested in just being a basketball player? Do you think Kobe Bryant was just interested in winning championships? Do you think Tom Brady is just interested in being an NFL quarterback? Your mindset has to change right now. Interested is a fucking hobby. That's what interested is. That means you can't make a decision. If you want to win, you want what's next, you can't be interested. You have to be obsessed. Winners don't cut corners. Winners don't avoid problems. Winners don't make excuses. Winners do whatever the fuck they've got to do to be a winner.
Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come. Start today, start now. Start being who you're supposed to be and doing what you're supposed to do now.
Time is running out on you. There are only 86,400 seconds in a day. And you gotta not only operate in them, you gotta do it fast. You have to quit being so casual. You gotta work like your life depends on it, because it does.
Things just don't go your way. That's not the way the world works. You gotta make them go your way. You think things are gonna just go your way? Well, they're not gonna just go your way. You think things are gonna just happen for you? Well, they're not just gonna happen for you. You gotta make them happen. Guess what? That's the way life is. You don't have enough time. You gotta make time. It's not just gonna happen. You gotta make it happen. Go make things happen.
Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny.
When you said, I'm all in, were you really all in? Let me tell you what the cost of being all in is. Early mornings, late nights, being misunderstood, having very few friends, being your own cheerleader. Are you those things? People always talk about, oh, you gotta work smarter and not harder. No, you gotta work smarter and you gotta work harder.
There's no shortcuts, no hacks. It's hard work, determination, and grit. Stop looking for the easy ways and start believing in the process.
You want to win? Make movement. Move forward. Go fucking execute. Go fucking work, because it's not in the dreaming, it's in the doing.
If you stay in bed, if you stay on the couch, if you stay in your comfort zone, if you only do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, if you get up, if you grind, if you are relentless, if you work as hard as possible, when other people are slacking off, your life will be easy.
If you're willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose.
Alright, well, let's go. Yes, check. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. What's happening, fam? New week. Absolutely amazing. Hope you guys are all ready for the stream. Hope you liked our new introduction here. To get a little bit of energy going, a little bit of hype, alright? And a little bit of discipline, motivation. We need to step up our game right now. We are in the second quarter of 2023. It's time to rock and roll. In my opinion, the market is looking amazing. The volume is back into the market. I'm really looking forward to look at some beautiful setups with you guys today. Hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. I have some very, very good news as well. Because in the weekend here, we're going to include an extra stream from now on every Saturday or Sunday related to cryptocurrencies. We have a lot of people talking about it. I came up with an amazing strategy for a long time here. Correlations, a lot of things that I can share with you guys as well that are super next level. I'm telling you, super next level stuff. Would love to show you this. I can almost guarantee you to, that this is a winning strategy. We just need to implement it correctly. Use our trade management. Do not flip. No crazy risk. None of that stuff. I truly believe we can take things to the next level as well. And I think it's important to always look a step ahead here because the Forex market is changing. Cryptocurrency is coming up right now. There are a lot of things going on. I can already sense that we're going to see more volume in these markets very, very soon as well. Always good to be prepared. Always good to be, a little bit informed as well. So I think it can be extremely useful for you as well to learn from it and to maybe see what you can do. Regardless, nothing will change during the week. We will still do our regular sessions as always. Forex is our main source of income. So, something extra to think about here. All right, let's get into the charts. Absolutely amazing. First of all, let's have a little sneak peek right now. Who do we have in the building here? Let's have a little look right there. Let's see what we have. There we go. Absolutely amazing. My man Phil, what's happening, brother? Hope you're doing well. Matthias, Spine, Johnny, my guy. What's happening, brother? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Lord Odd, V2, Mike, Gibbon, Dalton, Renando, Caesar, Nick, Eldar, Akuna Matara, Mari, Abhishek, my man. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Alex, Soulcatcher, Shipley, Eldar, yes. John, good morning. Hope you had a great weekend, John. Mikkel, Romo, Glacia. Hope you're doing well, Glacia, Machin. Okay, amazing, guys. Fantastic. All right. So let's get to work, okay? It's time to look for trade setups. And the first thing that I see right now is the euro against the Japanese yen, all right? We have been tapping into this high. We saw a rejection here right now at this particular moment. We are at this particular moment also coming down. This could be a very, very interesting moment for us to take in consideration. We have been breaking this level. Right now, at this specific moment here, we have a lot of liquidity built up here. The yen is showing some strength, but we are not there yet completely, all right? We have been creating a higher high here on the lower time frames. I really want to break this level right here. If you look on the 15-minute chart, I want to break this high, showing us at least a little bit more strength, knowing that the yen can definitely, or potentially in that sense, reverse here. I see a lot of potential in the euro against the yen potentially right now to trade for us. Also, if you look at the Japanese yen basket, the euro basket, all right, the euro currency index here, we have been coming down, we have been tapping into this high here, and we're seeing that rejection happening at this particular moment right there, okay? That's what we have right there. We're tapping into this level, coming into the zone. This is what we need to break. We need to break this low right there to make a move potentially as well, to confirm our bias coming down here, taking out that liquidity that is built up underneath. That could indicate a weaker euro. You see it already, all right? A weaker euro, yes. A potential stronger yen, potentially. We're not there yet, but we're heading in that direction. We're kind of ranging, consolidating, expanding. Maybe we're going to make a move right now. So the euro against the yen is something that I have on my radar. Another one that I'm looking for right now, potentially GJ as well. Let's see how GJ reacts. Oh, GJ actually broke to this initial level on the 4 hour. So we broke that high, which is important to mention. Good that we closed the position. Let's see where we're at. We're right now in that new zone. Okay, we are coming into this 4-hour candle structure as well right here. Tapping into that zone, or actually 12-hour zone. Super important level to take in consideration. We are coming, we are reacting. We had a massive expansion. We're seeing the same thing happening also for the British pound right now. Okay, super important to look at right here. If you look at the actual British pound and the strength of that particular currency, British pound has been extremely strong. Yet we are now at that zone which I was talking about beforehand. If you guys looked at the weekly analysis here, we are now in that level right there. Okay, we are facing some serious, resistance here. At this particular moment, I think we're gonna face some resistance right now as well here, so we have to take that in consideration. Keep in mind as well, guys, that this week is gonna be a major week in regards to, of course, some news. All right, we have the NFP coming out on a Friday. We have also the bank holiday, so that's also interesting at the same time here. The NFP coming out during a bank holiday. We're gonna see how it's gonna react, and if this potentially can flip. All right, this is what we need to figure out right now. Is Q2, right now the moment where a lot of higher time frame, particular pairs turn around here. All right, this is what we're looking for. One of the things I'm personally looking for is the yen. Okay, the yen potentially flipping here. Everyone is very, very bearish on the dollar at the moment. Of course, we had a lot of fun in regards to the dollar. The dollar is indeed not looking that strong whatsoever. Yet we are still in a particular zone at this specific moment here. We are still in that zone here that you guys can see right now. A strong 3-hour, 4-hour area of demand. Tapping into that zone for the second time right now. Okay, so really need to see how we react after tapping into that particular specific level. We're seeing a bounce. The only way to confirm more strength is to break structure to the upside. All right, so let's say we take out these lows, we need to then take out these highs in order for us to, look for setups, in my opinion, to be more bullish on the dollar and so on and so on. Usually what tends to happen right now at the moment is that the yen follows what the dollar is doing. Okay, this is also something that you have to take in consideration. Gonna be very, very important as well. Now let's have a look at the euro against the US dollar here. Okay, we have been actually coming and tapping into that zone. We had a level here as well. If you looked on the 8-hour chart, it will be, or 4-hour chart, it will be a little bit more visible right there. Coming into that level again, facing some serious resistance right there right now. If you look on the 15-minute, we have been coming down. All right, this low has been broken. So a higher high. We failed to break and fill up that wick completely. Okay, but yeah, it's important that we start looking for, potential shorts here for the euro. If we break multiple structures, looking for the retracement, coming down and looking for the continuation. If the dollar indeed decides to make that turnaround here. Keep in mind, our Sunday open is right there. Okay, this is where we opened the overall market. So maybe we are pulling back towards that level. We have to find out here. Wednesday is the most important day to look at where we are at when looking at the Sunday open from there. All right, so the yen, this is where we come back to right now. In my opinion, when looking at the charts right here, you see clearly that we are looking to break this high at 7,977. And for the euro, we need to break the 1,027.7 in order for me to look at the euro yen and look for shorts from there. Overall, I love that rejection. I love how we came back to this high and saw a pretty strong rejection from this level at this specific moment here. So overall, I like what I see. And I think this will definitely turn into potentially, not definitely, but potentially, a high likely, I can better say, a trade setup for this stream right here. SMC Freedom says, hey Lorenzo, do you use your scalping strategy on all sessions or just London and New York? Scalping strategy on all sessions. You mean Asia, if you're asking me, right? I do not really trade during the Asian session, so I will not I cannot give you a clear solid answer from there, to be honest. So I don't know. For London, yes, I definitely use it. For New York, definitely use it. Absolutely. Igor says, Mark, 1 hour downside liquidity on the 1 hour for EJ. At this specific moment where I see downside liquidity, well, we have a beautiful trend here. If you look at this zone, we're building a fantastic clean trend right now. It's actually crazy that we are building such a beautiful and clean trend. Usually it indicates that we are building, you know, a tremendous amount of liquidity indeed. And after tapping and getting rejected by that zone, you know, what you want to see on the internal levels is that you actually break, you know, significant lows here. But we also have internal ranges and internal trends and internal liquidity, of course, you know, built up as well here. But the only confirmation I'm looking for is now the yen and potentially the euro. Look for the contrast of these both correlations, and you will have a clear answer if it indeed is going to show us the high probability that this can turn into our direction here. Alti says, Lorenzo, can I join V2? Yes. Miko says GBP and US dollar. Yeah, so if you look at GU indeed, let's go over GU as well, because we have a look at the euro US dollar. As you guys know from the streams, what we always do at the beginning of the stream, we're going through all the pairs, and then we look at which ones are potentially the most interested, you know, the most reliable to trade today, and then we just look at these particular setups that can come into play from there. The moment we have pretty much have our whole list of pairs or trade setups we're looking for, and 1, 2, or 3 of them, to see which one is going to play out. So indeed, let's have a look at GU right now as well. Can you check the EJ for potential buys? Yes, we can. Keep in mind, EJ is looking very weak. We haven't taken out tremendous highs right now, to equal highs right here. Beautiful. Taken out of these highs right there. We are now coming back to this range right here. Okay, let's do this fixed range VAR profile from the zone. Did we tap into that zone? This is the point of control, guys. I think you guys know the point of control right here. Let's see if it's even relevant or not. We are almost at that level right now of this whole range. Could be an interesting zone to take in consideration, as we're seeing a very strong zone right there aligning with that point of control, as this is a complete area of consolidation right there. Expansion. Coming back all the way to that high right now. And that high is a strong high because that high came up and then it came immediately down. Has never been retested since, or at least since a very long time. Here we are coming very close to that zone. And we're actually almost in that area of supply where the point of control is at here. So we're seeing a reaction. You want to break the 126.644. Or the 620. You want to break this for sure. Keep a close eye on this level. Okay, we are gonna potentially look for sells below this level. I'm gonna set an alert on this level and see from there. Hey Lorenzo, okay, give us the link for all the correlation pairs, for example, Euro. Yeah, absolutely. Let me do that right now. Here's your whole link. Goran says GA looks amazing for sell. Okay, couple of more requests. EJ is on our radar. All right, we're looking at it right now. GA, you said. Let's have a little sneak peek right here. If you guys like what we do, then please smash that like button. I would highly appreciate it. It would really help, you know, with the algorithm. You know, it's what YouTube feeds on. They want to see people liking a certain video because then they understand that it's apparently potentially a good video, and then that could be helping us in our favor right here. All right, we are tapping into an important zone for the British pound against the Australian dollar. I know that the Australian dollar has been extremely strong. We had a strong recovery here, so I do take that in consideration. I'm going to be very careful with that as well. But looking at the chart, I see indeed on the 10-minute a beautiful candle structure right here. We tapped into that zone fantastically again. All right, the price action is okay. We're building liquidity to the upside though. Overall, you see that you're getting rejected. On the 5 minute especially, see the zone right here. New lower low. Came back to that level. Couple of interesting zones here. This is just supply and demand. Just look at a couple of interesting zones. We are seeing some potential, yeah. I have to align here. The Australian dollar is relatively strong. We know that as well. So a slight recovery, but overall, yeah, we're seeing exactly what we wanted to see, right? We had that, that massive down move here. This is on the daily chart, by the way. Massive down move. Now we're seeing a recovery. Now we're breaking the highs here of this range. So overall, Australian dollar is in a solid recovery here since the end of Q1. Heading it towards Q2 right now. You see clearly that we opened already bullish as well, pretty strong. So I think this could be beneficial. British pound is in resistance right now. So GA is actually maybe not even that bad of a choice indeed. Thank you for sharing that. Absolutely amazing. Can you share your crypto list as well? Yes, sir. Here you go. The whole crypto list for you as well. These are 83 symbols, I believe. 81. All right. All futures. We're going to go over it. We're going to trade live crypto. Who does that? Who trades live crypto on stream? I'm telling you. I've seen it on YouTube. I've tried to look it up. I could find nobody. And I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. I don't know what the reason is. But we're going to completely crush it. We are going to completely crush that. Absolutely. Okay, the yen is coming up. Okay, euro against the yen is making that move here. Lorenzo, I get the V2 GA sell to 200 pip. Can't wait for this weekend crypto stream. Excited, man. I'm excited. I mean, the reason is because I started out in crypto. So actually my origin comes from crypto. I moved to Forex a couple years ago. Regardless, Forex is still our main source of income. So, it's our bread and butter. All right. Now this is looking nice here. I think I see some potential here indeed for the euro against the yen. Gold taking liquidity to the upside short in 10 minutes. Okay, let's have a couple more setups, and then we are ready to look at our setups and wait for it to play out here. Yeah, gold right now is in a very important zone. We have been building out tremendous amounts of liquidity here for a while. As you guys can see, we are doing this right now in the 2 hours. It's maybe more clear what we have been building. We have not creating lower lows either right now. We have actually created new internal higher highs, so we're not looking weak either. This is not my favorite, setup right now to look at. To be honest, due to the fact that I want to see clear structure. Okay, we are overall ranging since, I guess, a couple of days. Like weeks already, all right? The 17th of March, the last 2 weeks, we have been in this era of consolidation. This could be a distribution, a range right here. But besides that, if we are going to come down, then we're going to go up first and then come down. High likelihood, okay? Tapping into that zone. So yeah, we're going to be careful here. Regardless, we're going to put in this level because we have seen a rejection at the moment from this area of supply right here. We are seeing that we are coming. But we're not looking that weak either. We're holding here in this particular zone at the same time. So we're right now in between like a strong higher time frame area of resistance right now. Actually on the daily, or at least we're very close to that. And then we have also some support here at the moment. So I'm not going to trade unless we break, gold into that direction here. Preferably the lower lows or actually breaking the 1972. Before potentially I'm interested here in looking for a particular setup right there for gold. It's the safest way here in my opinion to wait for that to play out first. The rest takes a smart money concept indicated by Luke's algo. I know it. However, there are some mistakes in it in regards to the market structure. Some of the market structure is not correct. At least the last time I saw it, it was not the case here. Okay, but maybe it is right now. Maybe we are changing, or maybe they improved it. I will have to check it later on. Okay, the VIX is coming into that gap. We're seeing some momentum for the VIX right now to the upside. This is gonna push the price of indices down, right? Looking at the Nasdaq, looking at the S&P 500. We are potentially seeing that push down here right now. We are in a crucial zone here for the S&P at this specific moment. We are back in this high here at the 3 or 4 hour chart. I need to confirm that with you right here. Let's see what we have. This is actually the 8 hour chart here, guys. Look at this structure right there. Look at this particular high. Look at this candle right here. Okay? That particular candle right there. This is what we see right there. Okay? What do we see there exactly? Well, we're seeing a beautiful rally. We're seeing that base and we're seeing that massive drop. And that was a massive drop. Alright, after that we came down. And now we are back in that level. We just tapped into that zone. We got rejected from that zone. So this is looking very, very interesting. Okay, potential shorts of the indices here. Could we turn around here? I think it's pretty possible to see a flip happening for the indices right now. With the S&P especially right here, breaking this particular low and put in the high. Okay, this was the low. This was the high. Could we break that high? Is that the question right here? Can we get rejected right there? Can we put our stop loss above? And can we target some of these lows where there is a lot of liquidity built up underneath that zone here? Okay, in this particular range. We have not taken out the lows before we made that move to the upside. So we started to consolidate and we went up without taking any lows beforehand. Okay, this is quite interesting. And I do love to see this happening right now with the S&P 500. However, what do you want to see? You want to break the lows here. And you want to look for potential setups right there before making that move here and actually, you know, seeing what we can do from there here. Okay, the VIX is coming up right now. We're seeing this high getting broken, so the VIX starts showing strength. This is of course not bullish for the indices right here. All right, so the S&P 500 is looking relatively weak right now. Let's see if the US30 or the Nasdaq is showing even more weakness. And I see this already happening right now. We see the US30, the Nasdaq both being, you know, in his own way relatively weak. The US30 is actually way stronger than the other particular currencies right here. Companies. That's what we need to see. We need to see that reaction here. I still prefer the S&P 500. All right, we made that turnaround. We tapped into that zone. Okay. There we go. Yeah, this could be a nice indication here. Yeah, guys, keep a very close eye on the S&P 500. Avina says stream is lagging. Let me know if you guys have that all. If it's just Avinash or if it's a lot of different people here. Stream is not lagging. Okay. Dave Teacher says careful with the imbalance below the structure on the S&P 500. Yes, this is what we're looking for indeed. We look to break lows, heading it towards these that imbalance right there, especially if the VIX decides to make that run up, coming towards these higher levels. Hope you do well, my friend. Thank you for sharing. What mean BE in scoreboard 2023? Hey Lorenzo, quick question. How much is the monthly for V2? No, V2 is still active today. Music is quite low. Okay, we're gonna fix that. There we go. If you have any questions about the V2, then you can just open a ticket in the customer support and we will get to you after the stream here. Okay? S&P 500 coming down, the VIX is coming up. Massive reversal here at this particular moment. This is interesting right now. Still going to be a little bit cautious here. We want to really break and close below this level. So potential sells below. Let's see how we develop here, and now let's see if the dollar can also attribute to an increase in strength here. Okay, if that happens, we have all the confluences right there we need to potentially take some money out of the stock market here. Gold is still holding support as well, so this could also attribute towards, you know, a weaker stock market if we are holding here. Okay, so let's say we have a relatively stronger gold right now. We have a relatively stronger dollar, and the VIX is coming up. These are three very important key confluences that you can, you know, use in order to look at, you know, the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and so on, to look for potential setups here to the downside. As we know that, you know, it's all about money flow. All right, where is the money going? You know, money is energy. It cannot disappear. Well, they tried to take out $95 billion a month out of the money supply. They failed hard. All right, they started printing again. So in essence, money is only, if money is energy, can only be transmuted. It cannot be destroyed. All right, so we need to spot on, or we need to find out where the money is going to. That's why the correlations are so cool. Because it can help you identify potentially where money is going towards. Is the S&P 500 the same as the US 500 cash? Yes. All right, that's that. Let me set an alert just right now underneath this level. Okay. Japanese yen strong. Japanese yen very strong. Euro against Japanese yen. Very, very solid here. Very, very solid reaction overall. That's extremely, that's clean. That's beautiful. That's very, very beautiful. Okay, gonna set an alert here. We're gonna set all our alerts right now. How did your GBP trade played out? Very well, very well. We closed it on a Monday. We held in this area of the month. We crossed a little bit later on a Monday. Was a very good trade, a very good trade. Yeah, dollar showing strength here. We created a lower low, now that higher high, so this could act as a breaker. We could find some significant support here. So dollar, you know, dollar pairs right now are also important. So Euro, Japanese yen, S&P 500, and the last one. US dollar, Canadian dollar is 1. There we go. US dollar yen, of course not. The yen is also going up pretty significantly right now. GU. Okay, GU is coming closer and closer to that level. 124.6. I'm gonna keep my chart on GU right now. Yes, the S&P 500 as well. If the dollar is going up, gold is holding. All right? The VIX is coming up. The money is flowing out of the stock market. Okay, super important. So we're seeing the S&P right now coming down here. We had that gap beautifully as well. We got rejected by that strong 8-hour zone. All right, this is a strong high. We came up here, came down, took out so many highs. It was the beginning of a massive run to the downside here. And we are coming back right now at this specific moment to the downside as well. We have a new zone here, which is an area of supply right here created, especially if we create a lower low. So this is looking interesting right now. Okay, the S&P 500 and the British pound against the US dollar here. Alert is set. S&P is coming down. All right, potential sells below here for the S&P. As long as gold holds here, the dollar is going up and the VIX is going up. I'm happy we closed above that zone here. We closed our 50-minute candle here in 5 minutes. That's a 15-minute closure above the previous high that put in the low. Why is this so important? Well, this high created this low right now. This low created this high. If we close above, then this is a stronger low. This could indicate the turnaround for us to go up towards levels like, you know, the 20.66 or maybe like the 21 as our next possible targets here. Okay, that's what you want to see with a negative correlation with the indices right now when the dollar is holding in a breaker at this specific moment. This can only be bearish for the S&P right now. All right, might look for something in that manner. Stop loss above that zone. That imbalance is already here, so it's gonna turn into a scalp here. At the same time, we have a bunch of liquidity built up here, and we have a bunch more imbalance underneath as well here. Okay, a couple of important things here. So this could indicate a solid potential trade setup for us here on the S&P 500. And this is the first time when I actually look at the 15-minute chart here right now, because we will close our candle, our 50-minute candle in 4 minutes. That's the indication we want to see, and the reason why is because if we close that candle in 4 minutes right now, we can better wait for the 4-minute or 50-minute candle to close to then make that decision to place our limit, look for the retest coming down, and then taking out particularly these lows here. Okay, we are already breaking at this particular moment. We're heading in towards that particular level right there. Yes, indeed, need to edit the scoreboard from last time. Indeed, you're right. We didn't do that. Thank you for sharing. All right, we're heading in towards potential setups here right now for the S&P 500. This could indicate the turnaround here. We have a beautiful zone here. If you want to play it more safe, you can place your stop loss above this particular high. There are two zones right there that I think are important. We already saw rejection of one of them that you can see right here, okay? At the 10-minute zone, we got rejected already. At the 50-minute, we're creating a beautiful new high that you can act or that you can use as an extra security layer right here. Our candle closure of the 15-minute is in 2 minutes. If we close below it, we will potentially have our setup right there, right? Never get too, quick. Never FOMO in too quickly. You could easily, the last minute of a candle closure can easily be the turnaround where it takes the liquidity and makes your move here, especially because the 50-minute candle closure of the VIX has not been confirmed yet either. Okay, take a quick look at the US dollar Japanese yen. I will have a look at it in a second, my friend. Gold sell. Gold is indeed in the resistance right now. Yet we are ranging in between an area of demand internally. Okay, this high, or this broke pretty much this high here. So we're holding support right now as well at this area of demand. In my opinion, we need to break this low here first, in order to really give us a good bias for gold. Until that moment, I'm actually happy that gold is right now consolidating above this zone. Because as long as it's ranging for me, I know money is not flowing into the gold market right now, okay? Which is good for the S&P 500 here. So yes, at this specific moment, let's wait for a closure. We have a candle closure in 35 seconds. The VIX is getting pushed down. We're gonna get an answer very, very soon. How was your guys' weekend? What did you guys do? Let me know. Had a solid weekend. I personally was trading crypto all weekend this week. I wanted to show you guys some stuff, some data. Okay, we're coming down. We're breaking below. Beautiful, absolutely fantastic. We have been closing above, barely, but it's a closure. It's a closure. Okay. It's not about if you can make a pullback, it's about a higher high. A higher high is officially confirmed here. Okay. The S&P 500 will be very interesting right now. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna set ourselves ready here. Beautiful capper as well. Coming into that range. Fantastic reaction. Fantastic reaction. Retest of this previous high. That is good so far. We're gonna see drop. I might put my stop loss below. I think it is possible. Or my take profit, sorry. However, you know, of course, we're going to manage the trade actively and see from there. But I do believe that there is more downside potential here for the S&P 500. I mean, you never know. We're playing the probability game here. I do like the confluences overall here. S&P in a strong higher time frame rejection. Number one. Number two. Dollar holding above a breaker, breaking, creating internal highs, holding support. Gold ranging, also actually, you know, going up a little bit, holding support, which is good to see here. VIX broke a high, closed a 50-minute candle above that level. Right now it's kind of stagnating around it. We might see a pullback. We might see a pullback though. This is the only thing that we should take in consideration. That's one option as well. The other option to just, you know, place your limit and wait and let it play out here. And see from there. Dollar looking very, very reasonable, strong right now. We're seeing the British pound in resistance. GU is going to be an amazing setup as well. Okay, we have this one here. We are paying a very close eye on this one right there. Why we got rejected from an area of supply, which is a known range we have been looking out for already. Which is right here. We are tapping into that particular range right there. Now we're coming back into the level. If we break that particular low that put in that last high, I think it's a very, very good sign here, especially if the dollar does what it does right now. The British pound being in resistance and the dollar holding above this area of demand. We need to break that high. It's super important to do so. So what do I want to see? I want to see a retest. Maybe in worst case, an area of supply, tap into that zone, selling off from there. All right, so maybe slight roll down at the beginning of our trade, but from there, just you know, a regular move to the downside right here. Lorenzo, what's the symbol for the VIX you are using? The VOLX? The VOLX. The Volks. EJ down, yes. Yen is looking good. However, the yen is going to face some serious resistance right now. So I wanted to break at least above the 8,002. Why? Because this high took out or pretty much pushed price down towards this low here. This is the high that we need to break. So in order to really, adjust my bias, I already take a trade from the higher time frame, like the 15 minute, 30 minutes from the euro against the yen here. To then look for shorts here. But overall, I'm really excited about what I see happening with the yen at the moment. So we're having a close eye on this right now. Absolutely. What time on the weekend for crypto? Hope you're well. Around the New York Open, roughly around that time frame. Hope you do well, my friend. There's no New York Open, but New York Open times. I could not make a payment to my card for V2 subscription for Malaysia. Do open support ticket in Discord. Nobody replies yet. Yes, because I'm streaming. What time on the weekend for crypto? Oh, already saw this one. US dollar, Japanese yen holding on the 132.822. What's your leverage for crypto trading? That depends on a lot of different factors here. The highest leverage, the better. And I will tell you exactly why. Our stop loss is very tight. Really looking forward to go over everything here. Okay? Just in case you guys want to see what we're doing here. We had a complete setup right now. We actually built up. We started out with a $650 portfolio this weekend. I started on a Saturday. Right now we are at a 1,500 roughly. I had one losing trade today, $1,500. We actually gained a net P&L of 125% of our total portfolio in around 13 trades roughly. So we're going to see on average what we will do after 100 trades right there. But I'm really excited about. I see a lot of potential. No risk, no crazy risk. All right. No flipping, none of that bullshit, alright? Just to be clear with you guys here. Solid risk management. Analyzing of the market, using correlations, understanding the market flow, the money flow of cryptocurrencies. Please share a link to this portfolio. Everything will be shared in the weekend. It's trading, it's in and out. It's not investing, by the way, in cryptocurrencies. It's not, we're no degens, all right? We are traders. Once we make profits, we can decide what we want to do. All right? If we want to put it in whatever crypto and we want to invest, fine. If we want to put it in something else, fine. We are traders. We're going in and out of the market, and we are as adaptable as possible. Forex, crypto, whatever it is, whatever the money is at right now, wherever we can have an edge, we will do it. We will leverage that. And I definitely see us having that there. Did you see my ticket on Discord where I reported a bug related to the course on YouTube? Yes, 10 people messaged me. Indeed. Which is all fine. It's all fine. We just changed the link soon. Please also upload your stream on YouTube. Yes, we'll do so. Are you in the trade? I think right now we are entering a. We are in the trade right now. Yes, we are triggered in our position right here. Dollar is coming up strong. The VIX is still holding. Might see pullback here. Okay, we have to be aware of that one. So we might see it coming up. I want to see the rejection here and then coming down here. Bro, I went to Discord, but I couldn't go through your link tree on Instagram. Didn't work? Okay. Links in the description on YouTube. You'll find it there. That's a very good point. Let me add our link in for Discord. We have a beautiful Discord community now, and we're growing in a very rapid pace here. Let's see where it is. Let's see where it is. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Where's my my link? Okay, I don't know. Let me do it again. There we go. Let's see what we have. Yes, we are right now at 8,168 members in our community. Absolutely amazing. It's great to have you guys all in the community here. We're doing a lot of beautiful things right now. We're building, expanding. A lot of beautiful things are coming. Looking forward to do that. Rafa says my man made 26% in 2 days on crypto. No, 126%, I believe. I need to see in a second. eurjpy is pulling back. I'm actually looking more for GU here. Okay, GU is on my radar. At the moment, the euro against the yen needs a little bit more time, in my opinion, to play out. But let's see from there. Euro reaching the lows that put up the high. Euro reaching lows put up the high. Okay, we'll have a chat. We'll have a look at it in a second here. Okay, the VIX is indeed dropping. So if we come down to that zone, it's fine. We should be holding in that area of supply and come down. So that's what I'm aiming for right here. If he held here, we closed the 50-minute candle above. If he held here and we could have gone to that next level, would have also been a possibility. Nevertheless, we set it. We set the limit order there. We're gonna see how this game plays out here. US news in 1 hour. Yes. This is gonna be massive, by the way. On a Friday, we're gonna have the NFP. Hope you guys are ready. Usually the biggest news release of the month. S&P 500 is US 500. Yes, correct. Absolutely. Anything else? Anything else we have here? Yeah, well, I think that's for now the best setups to look at here. GU is one of them, with the dollar being this strong at the moment. However, we're going to face some significant resistance here. Let's see how we respond when we are coming back towards these levels. If we can continue our trend to the upside here. Let's see if we stay this strong. We want to see, ultimately, we want to break this high, of course. Why do we want to break this high, guys? Why is this so important? Friday markets are closed. There is a bank holiday. The markets are open, but there is a bank holiday indeed. There could be less volume, which is quite interesting during the NFP. Yes, exactly. This high took out pretty much the lows here. This low. So this is the strongest high. This is the high that we really need to take out here. The 102.276. Once this is broken and it comes down, it's all good. That's exactly what we wanted. To retrace, pull back, look for the continuation. That's the moment when it's actually the best time to look for entries, particularly for euro or US dollar pairs. Yes, GT Wardle said it correctly here. Friday's the NFP, however, it's a bank holiday. And Good Friday, so volume volatility will be less on that day. Absolutely. What lot size do you use on the S&P? I need to see exactly how much that is. I need to have a look here. It gives us more in units. I think it's around 11. It should be around 11 lots here. Keep in mind, it's a little bit of a different calculation here than you would see in on the MetaTrader. Do you think we can expect a more volatile Monday? Yes, 100%. I do believe that's definitely possible here. And maybe even the Thursday as well, of course. But absolutely, Monday for sure. Lorenzo, how much interest do you usually charge for one deal? How much interest I charge for one deal? I think what you mean is how much percentage I take on a trade, if I'm correct. Around 0.5%. 0.5, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. Depends on the market, depends on the stop loss. How big my stop loss is. Like, there are many different variables, but it ranges around the 0.5. Can't find the Owanda S&P. That's SPX500. SPX500 right there. Do you use Binance for crypto? No, I use Bybit. I cannot trade futures on Binance with my nationality. Are you funded or personal account? Personal account. This is going to be a patience game. All right, guys. We have to be patient here a little bit. We're around our entry right now. This is going to be a patience game overall. My bias remains the same. As long as gold is relatively strong like it is right now. The dollar is relatively strong. Holding here a little bit. And the VIX is okay, is decent enough here. Bouncing potentially from this level. Then I see this potentially turning out very nicely. We need to wait now and see when the dollar can bounce. So if the dollar bounces from this level, yeah, you could see potentially it coming up. But here we're going to face some resistance. So we really need to see if we can fine tune it with the the British pound against the US dollar here. If it absolutely aligns, or if we need to wait for one more pullback to create some sort of double top to then come down, to then enter our trade. Okay, this is what we need to think about. We're building a lot of liquidity as well right now. You see that? However, we're not looking weak, strong at all either. So yeah, might pull back, create some weaker lower high, and then break structure to the downside. That would be the ideal scenario. Okay, so if you then break this particular level to the upside, come up, come down, break that particular low. That's potentially what I'm looking for, right? Come up, come down, break that low. Stop loss above that previous high. Targeting the lows here. So much liquidity built up underneath. Dollar needs to come down, come up, break structure, come down, come up. Why don't you scalp anymore? Well, actually, we're scalping kind of here. I could turn this into a one-to-one if I wanted to. I mean, I could. Then it's done. One-to-one, $600, done. However, what I tend to do right now is I tend to secure myself. I tend to take some profits, and then I just keep trailing my stop loss, or I look for the pullback, and then at the continuation here. Are you trading all crypto pairs against the dollar? Yes, only the dollar, no Bitcoin. I'm gonna explain everything in the streams. I'm gonna teach you how to trade futures as well. If you guys have never done this before, like start with the basics, then I explain you guys the full strategy that I'm gonna use. So you guys are ready. You need to write it down. Absolutely write everything down that you learn. And then from there, we will be actually executing trade setups and analysis here, if setups occur around the time of our stream. I will just focus on Forex for now. We're already doing this all week. And then in the weekend, we're going to add in crypto. We have to adapt here. I know it's hard. Some people are, are stuck and they're always going to trade Forex. But trust me, market is going to shift. Market is going to turn around. You want to be adaptable. Good traders are always adaptable. They're always looking for the best edge in the market in different types of markets. And I think this is something that you can use. You don't have to trade it full time. You just need to be informed, kind of understand the basics a little bit, and have 90% your focus on Forex overall. Until suddenly something happens. Until my grandmother calls me, "Hey Lorenzo, what do you think about Bitcoin?" And that's when I know, hey, all right, I need to pay some attention right now. And this happened last time, by the way. Lorenzo, what's the difference between an order block and a supply and demand zone? So an area of supply or demand is pretty much just as it is right here, all right? It's just the question, who is in control? Is supply in control or is demand in control? Like, who is in control here? That's what you need to figure out. Okay, so these zones are just to confirm, like, who is in control, all right? But when talking about order blocks, this is what people call these institutional order blocks, orders filled with, candles filled with a lot of orders, unmitigated, to take these orders, step into the zone, and then to take off, sell off from there. That's kind of the difference between the theory behind an order block or an area of supply or demand, which is in my opinion more of a zone which identifies which particular bias it is here, right? Are we in a supply sentiment or a more bullish sentiment? Looking for demand here. Okay, we're coming down, breaking the lows. We are up $200 right now. We're breaking. We have a beautiful entry in my opinion right here. What we can do is we can already, if we close this candle below, we can do what we always do, guys. And radically reduce our risk. Radically reduce the risk. All right. So let's say I put it right there. I can radically reduce the risk from $600 to, I think, less than 100. All right. Massively reduce my risk. If you look at my total balance, it's a big difference. All right. It's a very, very big difference here. So if I can reduce my risk completely or as much as possible and I get hit, I don't care. I look for the re-entry, a little bit higher, a better entry. Look for a new setup. Okay. Usually I tend to do this, secure myself pretty quickly, reduce my risk based on supply and demand. Okay. Why? Because we're creating a lower low right now at this particular moment. We have created a lower low. Our entry is right here. This is that last high that then put in that new low. Okay. So that's where our stop loss can be, in my opinion. All right. Already there, securing ourselves massively here. Could indicate, you know, a fantastic, you know, way of reducing your risk. And if you then get hit, completely fine. I risk 0.5% at $600. So at, you know, $100, I risk what, 0.1%? Come on. That's the game we play here. It's about getting that first entry, secure yourself, reducing risk, let it run. See from there, if you then get hit, okay, minus 0.1%, whatever. New trade. Okay. Overall, we're coming down pretty nicely though. I like it overall here. Just want to see that closure here. On the 50 minute, we still have to, we need to really close below, in my opinion, this candle structure right there. It's the 4,134. It's kind of like the ideal candle to break, right? We have a little, you know, little order block right here in the middle. Okay. This is what we need to break. The only way to break this is if we are actually coming back up here with the VIX. We're holding quite nicely right now at the moment. The dollar is still relatively strong, holding above this level. And gold is still holding above this level as well, not even moving. So we know for a fact that the money is not going into gold right here. Potentially looking very, very good right now. So overall, relatively stronger dollar. VIX is coming up again. Gold is holding. Money potentially flowing out of the stock market. This is what we want to see right now. We are coming down here. Slowly but steady. Okay, let's break that low here. And then we are completely secured, in my opinion. And then it's just sitting out, you know, like filling up that gap, completely that imbalance that we have here, which is a great target as well. And therefore, I would definitely take some profits when we're reaching that particular zone. Yeah, and then we can move forward from there. But overall, that's, I think, the way to approach it. Putting our stop loss already underneath the zone. If we get hit, 0.1%. Completely fine. Looking for a better entry than a little bit higher. Higher or increasing our risk to reward. That can actually be beneficial. If you break that low, it's done. We can secure ourselves completely. Stop loss and break even from there. I'll get a drink real quick, guys. Right back. We are in the trade right now. I only go for drinks when we're in a trade. You guys know that. Drink a lot of tea during the stream. I'll be right back. Thank you for the patience, guys. Thank you so much here. Nothing has really happened right now. We are slightly coming down here. We want to really break that particular level. This is a perfect moment to then take some profits, in my opinion, if you guys are interested in taking some profits right there. And yeah, let's see if we can do that. We have that gap underneath. Okay, that gap is a great target in general here. It was a great leading indicator potentially that we could go into that direction after breaking that level. You guys can see clearly that the VIX is holding here decent enough. Not particularly impressive here. The dollar is still holding there. The volume is relatively low at this specific moment as well. Gold is coming up as well a bit. So money is flowing into gold at the same time a little bit as well. So yeah, no, let's just break it. Let's just break it right now completely here, guys. Make some money. Enjoy the stream. You know, if you want, you can secure yourself on break even already. I leave this up to you here. Or you take some profits. Like the actual management of a trade here, I leave this completely up to you here. Okay, you see what I do? But if you are happy with the profits you make right now, because we're $250 up here. If you want to take some profits right now, take some profits right now. Okay? Take some profits if you want to. Where's the music? The music is here. I don't know if you can hear it. You cannot hear it? Okay. All right. Okay, we're breaking now. We're breaking, coming down here. I like it. I'm starting to like it more. If we break this particular low, there we go. We're going to come down. Let's break below that level. Come on, guys. Most important level right now. 41343. There we go. We're breaking. We're breaking. That's what we want to see. Closure in 4 minutes. We have that gap below. On the 50-minute, we're entering that gap right now. Okay. I'm going to secure myself. I'm going to take some profits right now. Stop loss and break even. Take some profits. That's a winning trade. Congratulations. Press a 1 in the chat, guys, or win in the chat. Let's go. Good start of the week. Small, steady. All right. That's it. Let's go. I hope you guys understand a little bit the confluence that I use when I determine the stock market. All right. So let's do it one more time. From a technical standpoint, we use the correlations. We want to understand where the money is heading towards. What is the money flow? Okay. Where's the money going to? Is it going to the stock market? Is it going to commodities? Or is it going to potentially the dollar? Okay, so we look at the dollar. Reasonable strong, all right? Look at the VIX. Reasonable strong, the volatility index, right? Based on the S&P 500. The Chicago Board Options Exchange. Gold, relatively strong. All right, these are all not good factors for the stock market right here. Then from a stock market or from a S&P perspective, we saw a strong rejection on the higher time frame. 8-hour zone, rejection on that level. Strong resistance. This high is a super important high. We have been finally coming back after, I think, roughly a month. 2 months right here. Almost 2 months. Tapping into that zone, filling up that last gap, coming into that 8-hour. Of course, we're going to face some resistance there. Okay? After we started to create a higher high, that put in the low. Okay, this low put in this particular high. We broke this low. That was our entry trigger. Okay? That aligning with the lower time frame correlations, the confirmation, gave us a pretty secure, way of looking and entering here, in my opinion. With a beautiful fair value gap underneath. And more liquidity built up underneath. Okay? So if we talk about the session range itself, the London failed to take out the Asian lows as well. So we might see a little bit more crazy run here. We have 10 more minutes till the actual US or New York Stock Exchange actually opens up. If we see more volume coming, who knows what's going to happen here. I'm not going to play that game. I'm going to secure myself. I took some profits already. Stop loss is in profit. And if it happens to come up, maybe we look for re-entry straight away. Who knows? Can I sell now? Not at the moment. Well, it's up to you. It's up to you. Red folder news. Yes, we have news coming indeed in roughly 40 minutes from now. We would love to see this low getting broken. Okay, this low that put in, or at least close below that zone. All right, we have this level here. Let's close below that zone here. That will be the ideal case here. The VIX right now is stagnating a little bit. The dollar right now is coming down a little bit. That could have an impact on the actual price here. We have that 3-minute zone. Let's see how we react from this level on the dollar. I think it's important to look at. We failed to break the previous high, so we might see a little pullback here. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? On the 1 minute, we have that zone here. Stop loss, of course, needs to be just above that zone, just to clarify that as well for me as well. There we go. On the 1 minute. Shady says, how's it going, Lorenzo? I recently bought your lifetime, already no regrets. Amazing, yes. We have Thomas, our amazing trader in the community as well, helping you guys out with the London session. I'm working a lot right now on the on things that are gonna get released. Some of you guys know what we're doing here and what we're building, but cannot tell too much yet. Please keep it for yourself if you're in the V2. But I had a lot of meetings. A lot of things are happening right now. We have a great team right now. Absolutely fantastic. Do you trade more Forex and stocks? If so, why? Yeah, I'm more of a fan of you know, the Forex currency markets. You know, 24/7, 24/5, I can better say. Easy, 24/5. I like currencies. It gives me a more broader understanding of what's happening in the world overall. I'm a big fan of it. And it relates more to cryptocurrencies, where I initially came from when I started in 2017. So I think that has something to do with it as well. I do invest in stocks, all right? I'm invested in particular stocks. I'm not trading them. Who knows in the future? Trading is a universal language. It's like coding. So who knows? Who knows? In the meantime, we're seeing GU, literally no news. We're waiting for the news to literally no volume. We're waiting for the news to come out here. Based on the news, we're gonna see, you know, the potential here for, you know, GU and everything in that manner. But this is just too clean. I mean, this is just way too clean here. Okay. Too much liquidity built up right now. I will be very surprised if we're not going to take this out during the news. But yeah, we still have around 35 minutes to go here before we are coming towards that level. Hi, I don't see the S&P 500 and MT4. Does it have a different name? It could be called US 500. Do you teach how to trade crypto? Yes, this weekend, our cryptocurrency live stream for the first time. I'm extremely excited because I can, to be honest, I think we're going to take over the game. I really think so. Because we're going to trade crypto live. Who does that? If you can find somebody that trades actually live with you guys, live, like we're doing Forex right now, in crypto, which is harder to trade, you would say, or a lot of people find very hard to trade. But what if I told you that I have something? I have something. I have been working on, I've been doing a lot of research towards, I've been testing it right now. Hey Lorenzo, what do you think about the event on Discord? You like it? I'll have a look at it in a second. Oh, amazing. Yes, looks beautiful. Bro, how do I get involved? Well, Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to announce it in a couple days. What time we're going to stream, when we're going to stream in the weekend. But we're going to do a crypto live trading stream. At first, we're going to explain all the basics. I'm going to explain the strategy. I'm really going to go deep and dive deep into that particular strategy itself here. To show you guys what the possibilities are. Okay. Showing you guys exactly what I'm doing. We made around 125%. These are all the Bybit order numbers as well. Everything's super, it's 100% legit. And we're not losing a lot of risk as well when trading. We're going to go over everything here, how we traded, what kind of rules we implement, okay? And how we're going to execute. And it's not just random, okay? Our trades are not random. Keep that in mind. Very important. It's not just a random trade. It requires a lot of confluences, a lot of analysis, a lot of comparing, and it will make sense. It will make sense here. Have you tried a $20 trade? If yes, max profit. Watched a lot of videos doing different size of money and maxed them 900%. I have no idea, bro. I never started with that amount of money. Always a little bit more. Is GU in an uptrend right now? Well, yes, we are coming up, and I think we are reaching to that liquidity here. A bunch of liquidity built up here. Do I want to sell the dollar? Well, who knows? If you break this low, do I want to buy GU? I mean, it depends right now. It depends. We have a couple of highs that we need to hold on towards, so we are still in a very important 4-hour zone. I'm gonna be very careful here, but this is just on the lower time frame. Maybe around the news you will see this massively coming up here. But that's gambling. That's just a guess. I'm gonna wait for the market structure to show me, you know, the potential here. Okay, S&P coming down, guys. S&P coming down, breaking below that level here. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go. I'm very happy about that. Great start of the week. Let's go. Breaking that level. Super important level to break. Okay, very, very important right there. Would be great if you can close actually below it. The name of your country's currency is Indonesian rupiah. You see this from there. I don't know where you see it from, but correct. I do live in Indonesia. So that's true. What day's time do you normally go live, Lorenzo? Every New York session around the New York Open. And then in the weekend when we start trading crypto, we'll probably be also around the New York Open time. Round about that moment here. Okay, 1 minute 35 seconds here. I really want to see it closing below. Otherwise, I just might just close the trade. We have some news coming soon. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about how we close here. I want to see it closing below this level. Otherwise, I take my profits. Happy with the profits. Look for the next trade setup. Might go in a re-entry later for the S&P, because I do believe the overall potential is quite. I think that we can come down here for a significant amount of time here. So let's see how we close here in 1 minute. Might close our particular. our particular candle right now. The reason why is because the dollar is starting to come down a little bit. Okay, the VIX as well. The VIX as well, slightly. It's ranging around that zone, so everything is fine here. The dollar is coming down a little bit right now. This gonna have an impact on the price potentially here. Well, this is the low that is important though. So this is a very, very important low, by the way. I'm seeing this right now. We're still underneath. We're still underneath. 25 seconds. Matty, how are you doing? I'm doing great, my man. Hope you're doing well. Roman says, I don't understand. Do you trade crypto live next day? Saturday or Sunday? Mo says, week and weekends. Man, when do you get time to chill? And no time to chill at the moment, my friend. I'm in monk mode right now, okay? I'm in absolute monk mode at the moment here. Absolutely, completely in monk mode right here at this specific moment. All right, coming down beautifully. That's what you want to see, guys. It's pushing and then it's coming up again, pushing, coming up again. I want to see a full, strong body closure to the downside here, like we're seeing right now. Absolutely fantastic. That's what we want to see right now, guys. There we go. TP1 was here. All right, we had our TP1 already right there. We might be jumping into that zone here. The VIX is still holding there. All good for now. The dollar needs to bounce from here. This is the last chance I'm going to give it. Otherwise, I'm going to close the S&P 500 here in profit. So guys, if you like what I do, and you like what we're building here, and we're going to do the crypto streams as well. And if you like what we were doing, giving you guys the best possible trade setups. If you want to help me out by smashing that like button, I would really highly appreciate it. Because it helps boost the algorithm. Puts me higher. You know how the game works. And the stronger the community we have, the better it's going to be. So, appreciate it. Oh man, beautiful coming down here. We are now coming to one important zone. Okay, this is an important level. I do potentially see that we can expect some bounce here. Once we're reaching this area of consolidation right there. Okay. We're coming down. What lot size are you using? I think it's like, it was 11 lots when I started here. Roughly around 11 lots. Thank you, brother, whatever you're doing on live. It really helps us to learn. Amazing, my man. Shout out to you, brother. How much tax do you usually pay annually in Indonesia? It's around 5%. How do you see GU? For me, we are still long. But maybe at 5 minutes was a break and the move now is retracement and then it goes short. I do believe that's possible. I do see potential in an upside potential for GU. What I want to see is I want to see higher high, lower low. Then I want to go short. I don't want to go long right now. Even though there is liquidity, I do not want to go long at the moment because the dollar is still above that level. We are still coming up, creeping up right now, looking relatively decent. And the VIX for the S&P is also coming up right now, which is good as well. So I do not want to close the S&P right now either at this specific moment. We're coming down beautifully. I think it's a nice win. If you are in the S&P 500, let me know in the chat right now. Who's in the S&P? 50-minute candle closure is in 11 minutes. We have our 30-minute candle closure just happened right now. And then we came down. 30-minute candle closure is important. 5-minute candle closure is in 1 minute. Would love to see it closing below this level, below this new particular level that we're highlighting right now. Otherwise, I'm just going to take some more profits. That's it. Eldar, my man, Rafael, Enye, Johnny, Royal Vision, Shihab, Thomas, Benzema, Rami, Renando. Took full profit at TP1. Okay, great. Money is money, my friend. Profit is profit. Walter, Gym Time. We're waiting for eurjpy. Jesus in the trade, Iraq, amazing. Nick was happy to close in profits and re-enter. Amazing, amazing. Legendary, amazing. Okay. Keep in mind, guys, we are coming from an 8-hour area of supply. An 8-hour area of supply, all right? Significant resistance right here. The question is how far, how low can we take it? What are the possibilities here? That's why I just want to trill my stop loss, all right? Once we have broken this major structure here. Until that moment, I might close earlier because we have news coming up. You know, we could pull up suddenly out of nowhere. You know, we are now a beautiful $500, $400, $500 total profit. You know, taking that money will be quite good here. So I'm going to close again 50% right now. We have been closing above this level. And I just keep the rest running, whatever it is. Okay, whatever this turns into, this can still turn into a massive trade. We can still lower this, and we can still earn $1,000 from it if it doesn't come back to our entry. So it's still enough to run, to let it run, and to see what happens here. But we took some money out. Okay, took some money out around this level, and we leave the rest running. Let's look for new setups very soon. GU is on our radar. The Japanese yen is coming down a little bit right now. I expect it to have some resistance here. We're waiting for a next move to the upside. Breaking structure, coming down, potentially look for the continuation. That would be the ideal. That would bring us more, you know, potential here for, you know, the euro against the Japanese yen. And that type of stuff right there. We have been coming down very beautifully as well here. Same as what we're seeing with the S&P. However. Alright, this is an important low to break. Yeah, so what you pretty much see right now is that this was the pretty significant level here that we had to break. This whole run was a quick run to the upside. So it might seem that we're coming from far, but this is still an important low. The 144.537 for the euro against the Japanese yen here. I think that the euro is not looking strong. The euro doesn't seem to look relatively strong at the moment. We came down. We closed below it. Not the 30-minute candle. We didn't close below that level. Only 50-minute zones here. Not even a 50-minute, by the way. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, that's interesting. We have created a lower low, a lower wick. Any pullback. If we come up, let's see how we react at this particular level and see from there. How much profit, percentage profit is good monthly for a new trader? Break even. If you are a new trader, you can break even. Good job. That's the reason. We took profits at the perfect timing. Good that we took some profits out here. Happy that we did that right here. 224 and around 78, so $300. All right. Leave the rest running. Looking for the new entry right there. Chris says, sorry to repeat my question, but I'm looking for a longer term short swing on GJ. If Japanese yen basket breaks 8,002, what targets would you set for that? Longer term short swing on GJ. targets on GJ. Okay, let's go to the daily. Getting rejected from this zone. It's actually a beautiful 8-hour zone. Massive reaction, beautiful range. Pretty much rejection of this area of consolidation. So that's solid. We came up all the way. Came into that zone here. We solid rejection. I'm curious to the fixed range volume profile. All right, going to the lower time frame, higher time frame. Okay, like longer term trade. So if you want to actually look for longer term trades, in my opinion, then what you want to see, and this is then we have to think also from a longer term perspective. So I would love to see this getting broken, and I know it's far away, but that would give me the ultimate bias here on the 3-hour coming down, breaking that structure also on the same chart as where we're getting rejected from. Coming down, then look for a 15-minute, then look for the continuation on the lower time frame, and then start looking on lower time frames from here, you know, from any particular short setups, somewhat in that level. I'm just picking out a random, you know, zone right now, but somewhat in that level. Then I want to start looking for lower time frame setups, and then I would look for the longer term vision. Okay, for now, the only thing that we could try to do is to potentially, you know, trying to catch a position and trying to hold it towards the downside and see how far we can take it. But it's all about this major low first. That's the low that we need to break first. From there we can start thinking more long term. What is the, you know, medium to long term potential here? That's the most important. Until that moment, I would say, okay, just get what you can get, secure yourself, take some profits along the way. Keep a position open where you are happy with, to just hold it regardless. You know, get into a winning position and then leave the rest running and see from there. Okay? Just see from there. In regards to the Japanese yen, well, we need to see the same thing happening right now. If you look on the 1 hour, we need to break some serious highs for us in order to fully flip in regards to the yen. And that will be at 8,075. So we have a long way to go, 72 on the 4-hour chart as well. Okay, until that moment, we're trying to catch these breakouts, these positions like you are looking for. If you're already in a trade, fantastic. You know, you can hold a position open, let it run and see from there.
Bruh.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This is what we call falling knives, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is what I call a falling knife. Our position is big enough still. We have a lot of ground to cover. We secured ourselves regardless. We could easily go up, so we made some money, which is a great feeling. Now we're coming back to the point of control, which is the major support line, and you see it directly. Look at that reaction from the point of control right here, guys. Another lesson for you right now, okay? When you see a clear range that is quite symmetrical, okay? Okay, we're consolidating very clean and we break out, usually it indicates that you can find a very good point of control. You use this tool, the fixed range volume profile, you highlight it from the left to the right and it gives you a chart. And it shows you the volume traded in that range. And it shows you exactly where the most volume has been traded in that range. And this line, which was that red line originally, is where the most volume was traded. And look at that. It aligns very beautifully with an area of the month. And look how we tap into that zone. We pretty much tap into the point of control and we see buyers stepping in. Alright, so this is important to take in consideration. Regardless, we have such a good entry right now that we can keep our position open and we can just sit it out here. Because we could also break it. Why? Bunch of liquidity underneath, okay? Still good to take consideration and to be aware of these particular levels. I highly recommend you to take some profits along the way. Regardless, we have news coming in around 15 minutes from now. You want to be prepared for the news, okay? We're talking about the JOLTS openings right here. Could have an impact on the dollar. could have an impact on the VIX, could have an impact on gold, therefore also on the stock market as well. Overall, fantastic trade, man. Hope you guys like it so far. We're heading towards more imbalance underneath. Regardless, highlight these particular zones, highlight consolidation ranges. Because when it makes sense, sometimes it can act as a very good entry as well here. Which is insane here. Gold is extremely strong, which is again not good for the stock market at this specific moment. Okay, the correlation is a little bit different here. You see that the gold is going up. People are putting their money in gold. They want to be safe than sorry. It acts as a safe haven right now. Therefore, people are selling the stock market. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful reaction right now. It's coming down. It's absolutely tanking. The next step is, of course, lower targets. Like I'm telling you when we look at the 4-hour chart here, we have a lot of ground to cover, guys. We have a lot of ground to cover. This can turn, by theory, into a very big trade. I'm not gonna lie here. Could definitely be the case here. We're gonna see step by step, where we're gonna take our money towards to. On the other hand, the reason why I took some profits is because if we have news coming, you don't want to suddenly turn around here. Suddenly out of nowhere, take you out and not have taken any profits out. Okay? That's it. That's what we're looking for right now. We're looking for the next trade shortly. Let's wait first for the news to play out, and then, we're gonna go over the next couple of trades and there, see from there. That's the strategy, guys. That's the correlations. That's how we analyze the market. Do we win every trade? No. No. We do not win every trade. But, our win rate is where it has to be. How long till the news? The news is coming very soon. 15 minutes from now, roughly. You see GU already coming up here. Okay, this is exactly what I was talking about. So this is what I want to see. I want to see it coming up. Create a new high. Coming down. Create that pretty much a double M structure here. Tap into that zone, breaking it low. Looking for the entry there, somewhat in that level. Could be interesting when the dollar is coming up. I think the dollar at this particular moment is actually, coming down. You see it right now. Breaking towards a new level. But if you look internally, okay, we still have a couple of interesting levels we need to take consideration. If you look here and we draw the Fibonacci internally from swing low to swing high, we are now coming into premium or territory. Or discounted territory, I can better say. 60 to 60. I'm always like turn these things around here. Discounted territory. So 62% is where we're heading towards to the 618 and the 70.5. This particular candle, I want to see how we respond right there. I think it's an important candle to take in consideration. Very, very nicely. The S&P dropping. It's going for that liquidity. Okay, the liquidity has built up underneath. There is a bunch of imbalance here still. A bunch of liquidity underneath. A bunch of things to be taken out right now. Yeah, let's see what happens during the news right here. GU is on our radar. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Massive expansion. Australian dollar against US dollar. It's actually looking very strong. That's quite interesting. But the lower time for, of course, coming down here right now. We saw that rejection. Okay, interesting. Anything else? Euro Japanese yen is coming to that low. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, this is something that I would like to trade here. Okay, if we break below this level, sells below this or how do we say it? Potential sells below. Why? This is such a beautiful zone. Like this particular high or below, put in this high very strongly. If we then break that low, we saw the same thing as what we've seen last stream when we traded the euro against the yen. Or the euro against the yen and the euro against the Australian dollar as well. We saw this low taking out that high, or taking out this high, coming there and then breaking that low. This turned into a very strong resistance area as well. It flipped into resistance right there. On the 1 hour it looks even better. After, of course, that rejection that we already have seen right now, and I think it's already on the daily chart. Yeah, roughly around this 12 hour chart right here. I think it's even actually a lower time frame set up all the way. Go to the 50-minute time frame. I think it's something like this. I think it's this high that we got rejected from. This whole particular zone right there. This is what I think. Oh, even a 50-minute zone. Wow. Okay. This is how crazy it can be. Sometimes it can even be a 50-minute zone all the way back. That can act as an area of resistance right here, which is beautiful. This particular zone got rejected there. Absolutely fantastic. Higher time frame rejection, we could say, because it's a higher time frame, reversal then. Breaking this low means potential sells for the euro if the dollar breaks the highs and decides to do that. So that will be positive news for the dollar. Well, who knows what's going to happen? We just keep looking at the market structure itself and look for potentially a euro USD trade as well. So either GU or EU, based on the on the outcome in like 10 minutes from now. Rakesh says, hey bro, share the watch list. Yes, absolutely. Here you go, my friend. Look at GU. Yes, GU is coming up beautifully. I'm not going to trade it right now. I'm going to wait for a pullback. If it even will come back. We don't know. But if it doesn't break and it actually breaks it low, yeah, we will have a trade here. We will have a trade for the Euro USD. We're building a lot of liquidity right now. To the downside as well. Keep that in mind. It's all part of the game. We're building liquidity right now. We're starting to come down. We just need to see if we can break that low. We have that imbalance above, so we might pull up here. Like the dollar is coming down right now. The dollar is coming into that zone here. Okay, we're reaching that area right now. 8 minutes till the news. Cracker Jack says, any trade today? Yes, sir. We are already in an S&P 500 trade. We're looking at the Euro USD. Or potentially GU. Which one is your favorite pair? I love the yen pairs. The yen pairs are my favorites right now. I made the decision. I got asked this question already a couple times here on stream. Could never really give a clear answer. I thought about it. I'm like, yes, the yen is my favorite currency to trade. That's for sure. 8 more minutes till the news. Hope you guys are ready. Jolt's openings right here. I wanna get some copyright strikes today. Let's do it. I wanna get a copyright strike today. I need my man Hartley in the game. We have our friend here in the community. He has a beautiful playlist. I wanna get a copyright claim. I need to get his YouTube link again. I want to hear that song. Ah, there we go. All right. Patience. S&P. The eurjpy. Six minutes to go. Shout out to DJ Hardley from South Africa, my man. Why do you live in Indonesia? I live in Bali. I love the island life. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, how long have you been trading? I've been trading for 7 years, 6.5 years. It's not so bad, it's not so bad. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it'll all be great. Put your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad. What is the site for the economic news? That is investing.com. Says the economic calendar, my man. Here we go. Lorenzo, do you ever consider the VWAP into your TA? I did before. I do not no longer use it. I used it when with a certain scalping strategy that I used before. I'm not a big fan of it, personally. I can see, you know, based on the price action, what the strength is of a particular currency. Very well. Well, there goes my my algorithm, guys. All these likes from you guys. But sometimes we just need the music. Okay, news in 4 minutes. The eurojpy, we want it to come down. Look for shorts right there. Patiently waiting for the news to come out here. My head just feels in pain. I missed the bus and they'll be hell today. I'm late for work again, and even if I'm there, they'll all imply that I might not last the day. And then you call me, and it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Hey guys, we're in a good mood. We're in a good mood. Alright, we made some money. Great start of the week. 3 more minutes till the news comes out here. Two minutes ago, Jolt's openings. What's gonna have that for an impact on the dollar? The dollar is reacting from the zone. All right, the dollar is reacting from this particular zone right there. All right, let's get back to work. The dollar is reacting here. This was the zone where we were looking for. Okay. You see that reaction right now. This is the moment where you're gonna come down here. Now we have the news coming in 1 minute to go. Roughly 1 minute here. Okay. Is this the indication that we need to see right now in order for us to move forward? The euro is not looking strong at all at this specific moment either. And so does the British pound. The British pound has been coming in major resistance right now. It's absolutely stronger than the euro. I can tell you that right here. So in my opinion, the euro US dollar is a very interesting pair to trade. We have a lot of imbalance underneath, a massive gap underneath. I know there is this zone here in the middle. We have to take that in consideration. But at the same time, this could also inject a lot of new orders and therefore take them out. Potentially, if we understand that the correlations are strong, the dollar breaking highs, while the euro is breaking lows here. Overall, I really like what we're seeing here. GU is also fantastic. Okay. Okay, news. 30 seconds to go. What fixed range profile settings do you use? Links in the description. I have a screenshot. You can find it. You can find it right there. Guys, if you like what we do, then join our Discord as well. 8,884 people. We're heading towards the 10 Gs. We're gonna do something big. Bigger than what we did here during the 8,000 here. Dalton, my man, I'll message you after the stream. After the stream today. Okay, we should have the results. What's happening? No results. No results. Okay, it seems bearish. Look at that. That's why we take profits. That's why we took profits. That's why we took our profits already. I didn't see the... it didn't come out for me. Very, very strange. Super delayed. Super delayed. Almost 1 minute and 20 seconds later. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable, investing.com here. Okay? Unacceptable. Okay, that means that the dollar will drop. The dollar will look very weak here. We're going to break through. Okay. Then that liquidity was built as how it should be. That means that we are, coming back into that range. The question is, are we going to break that 4-hour zone that we are in right now? Okay. What happened with the S&P 500? We are still in at the moment. But of course, if the dollar comes down, the money, the stock market, that will definitely give an impulse to the stock market here. Okay. We are still in at the moment. We might see a reaction. We might just close a position, in my opinion here. Yeah. Cool, made another $150 then. All right, so 150 plus around 230 to 70, 300, 400, almost $500. Almost $500 on this trade. Beautiful. Fantastic. I'm happy with it, but I'm gonna close it due to the fact that the dollar is bearish here. We're gonna find out what's gonna happen. If we break the lows again, if we reverse, I'm looking for a new entry and see from there. Still getting pushed down right now. Gold making big moves as well. Dollar is still holding in that zone here. All right, so let's see what's gonna happen, because you should never just only assume that the news will give us that outcome. We need to keep looking and watching the market structure itself. You see right now that we have created a lower low. Okay, we have not closed underneath. It's something that we have to take in consideration here. But overall, I see already that this zone here might face us or give us some problems right there. We have another zone above here. So that means potentially that for now, these potential sells here are invalidated, okay? Unless the dollar is breaking new highs and so on and so on, all right? What the dollar did internally was perfect. We created multiple internal highs. Now we have swiped that low. We might see consolidation around that level. So I think that we're gonna look for, you know, potential buys here, maybe even depending on the market right now. For example, the euro has still some potential. It should be bullish for the euro as well. The euro reacted indeed relatively bullish right here. We saw an initial pump to the upside, which is good to see as well. S&P is still coming down overall. Okay. Overall winning trade. I hope you guys took some profits. Regardless, that was the most important. We asked you guys to take some. Of course, it's all your decision. You decide eventually how you want to manage your trade, and if you want to take some profits or not. But it's time for the next trade. This is actually fantastic for the yen. Look at how the yen is reacting here. The yen is looking fantastic. All right. So the yen definitely on our radar still. It was not going to trade the news. So we're only going to trade the outcome of the news. We traded before the news. We had our position. Now we're looking to trade after the news. Look for new setup. So let's see what that is going to be here. The yen is looking strong. Yen is looking fantastic. Beautifully broke this level. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, this could be a short. This could be a nice. This could be indeed a nice short here. 50-minute time frame. I might look for the pullback. Let me remove the sessions real quick here. Liquidity build up right there. Beautiful trend right there. We're coming in that zone. We're testing the trend again. Yeah, at some point we're gonna break. We're gonna take that out here. Our high internal lower low created. 30-minute, 5-minute. Okay, we might take the trade here to the downside depending on the yen. It depends on the yen. And then based on the yen, we will have an outcome here. If we can bounce from here, then what you will see is you will bounce. You will do the same thing right there. Okay, if we can bounce here, which is definitely possible, we broke structure. All right, this low created this high. This high tapped into that resistance area, that area of supply. That high took out this low. Any resistance right here could turn this stronger low into a weaker, stronger resistance as well, pulling back. Coming down, looking for the downside. Depending if the yen decides to play our game with us. And come back, retest, look for the continuation from there. That will be the ideal scenario. Of course, we are coming towards equilibrium territory. One, we're coming back and pulling back into that range. There we go. Gold. I was personally not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it. Due to the fact, at least not for my strategy here. It traded between a range, between a high and a low of a higher time frame area of supply. Looked very good though. Very good impulse. Definitely too late to enter as well. Now we went into the S&P 500. We made some profits beforehand. And now we're looking for the next setup straight away. Do you trade like this every day? Yes, actually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes Friday. And now in the weekend we're gonna do crypto live trading as well. PrimeFX, legend. Absolutely amazing. Enjoy. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Our second trade is coming potentially very, very soon. Our second trade of the day. Which could include the Euro Japanese yen if the yen decides to pull back. Look at that, look at that. Absolutely crazy how the yen is moving right now. We have been anticipating this as well, guys. We are sharing in Discord also a weekly analysis, which is for everyone, okay? It's a 26-minute video where I explain potential outcome of what we can expect here from a macro standpoint. We were talking about the yen being bullish, okay? We're seeing this happening right now. It's actually a fantastic sign right now what the yen is doing here. I'm actually very, very excited about that move here. That impulse from the yen right now. Very good stuff. So dollar coming down further. Massive reaction to the downside. That means that the euro is breaking to the upside here. That short is definitely invalidated. Obviously right here, right now. So we held initially in this zone. We're coming to a strong high though. We're coming to a very strong high. So that's so interesting, right? The dollar is very weak. Yet we are coming to this high right here. This is on the 12-hour chart here. We're coming very close to fill out the last gap. Tap into that zone, which is at 109.825. Dollar is not looking good, that's for sure. Anyways, you say you had to start with a $250 account on Forex. A little bit more, I believe I said. But not that much, no. Well, how would I grow my account? I would stop being obsessed with making money. Because if I'm obsessed with making money, I'm gonna lose. If I'm a beginning trader and I'm looking at every single dollar on my account and this is all I care about, then I'm gonna lose my money. I would lose my money. So what I need to focus on, rather than on the money, is I need to focus on the execution of my trade, the trade management, the way I execute, the way I analyze the markets, and the way I gather my data. And with the data, I know, okay, I took 100 trades. This was my win rate. This was my profit factor. This was my average risk to reward. This is my net return. Can I improve this? Can I go from a 30% win rate with a 1-to-1 to a 50% win rate to start breaking even? Right? Or making slight money? Okay, what is the next step? I have this data. What can I improve to move on? This is how you build up. From there, you can prove yourself you are a profitable trader. Okay? From there, because you have the data, you can attract more capital by going to prop firms. They're popping up left and right now. Okay? A lot of brokers collaborating, providing you with a prop firm and so on and so on. A lot of liquidity is available in the market to trade with. If you can prove that you're profitable with the data that you gathered here. So rather than growing a small account and trying to grow a $100 account into a, $100,000 account, for example, okay? My suggestion is better trying to attract more capital and try to go for the consistent results rather than explosive growth. Okay, a little bit of patience again. We want to see the yen. Massive reaction for the yen here. Very, very solid. Great expansion. Negative correlation between the dollar and the yen is back. Okay. We saw sometimes a positive correlation. You see it's a negative correlation right now. You see also gold going up. Of course, a massive, of course, positive correlation as well. Took out these highs right now. we're coming in towards yeah, very strong, significant levels right here. Very curious how we react at this particular level, which is at 2020, yeah, 2020, pretty much. Between 2020 and 2034. But gold is gonna look for stronger. We all expect all-time highs for gold at the end of this year, of course. Goran, what car do you have? Well, I had a Range Rover for a while, also in Bali. But you know, it's in the end, if you're living on an island like this, you do not really need it. You need a really cool bike, like a motorbike or something that matters. It's way more beneficial. Okay, so S&P trade was a win. So let's look for what's next right now at the moment. Let's see if we can look for a potential re-entry. I have to say the S&P 500 is still looking, you know, is still looking quite decent. Regard nonetheless here. Okay. It's still looking quite decent. Gold is still going up very strong here. The only thing is that the dollar is coming down right now. All right, this could have a more of a bullish impact here on the stock market in general. But when looking at the VIX, let me show you guys the VIX right now. You guys can see clearly right here that we are still in like reasonable territory. Okay, look at how we reacted. Exactly, we came down, we tapped into that zone, this candle, and now we're making a move through. Now we're actually pushing up a little bit here. So the stock market is not acting as strong. But because the dollar is coming down, it might have more of a, you know, counter effect where the price is still getting pushed up a little bit. So yeah, this is just simply looking for the continuations right now. Interesting that the Australian dollar making a beautiful move here. This is a beautiful move, I have to say. So much liquidity built up here as well. Really solid move, really solid. Overall, a great reaction here, tapping into that zone. Bunch of liquidity there. Dollar is weak at the moment here. The Australian dollar is actually very strong as well. We might just see a push up here from this level. A little bit of a different strategy. Let me invert it. Yeah, let's see if we can break below that level here. Especially on the 30-minute, you can see clearly that we have that zone. That's the zone we're looking for potentially here. Yeah, there is some potential here. Oh, still rejection. Still a stronger rejection than I thought. Our entry was actually perfect still. But yeah, I wanted to take some profits. Could easily turn the other way due to the fact that we saw that outcome of the news, dollar dropping, gold going up, and so on and so on. Let me see what gold is up right now. Still making massive moves here to the upside. US oil liquidity built up on the 50-minute and a gap. That could be interesting. That could be interesting indeed. Let's have a look here. Ah, yeah, we're starting to break. We're starting to build up a tremendous amount of liquidity. Look at that reaction here. Look at the 4-hour chart. We came into that zone. We tapped into that level. We saw a reaction here. We're getting pushed back. Are we breaking lows? Are we going to close below this level that put in that high here? It's an interesting zone. It's an interesting move. But look on the 30-minute. Yeah, 50-minute has that level here. This is actually a... So a bunch of liquidity built up underneath, guys. Like a bunch of it. Look at that. Look at that reaction for the US oil. Higher high created. If you create a lower low. I want to see at least the 30-minute zone getting taken out, to be honest. Because we can break this, but we can hold here. You know, if as long as we hold here, you will still see potential, you know, a new bounce to the upside and so on and so on. I'd rather see it breaking this level for confirmation for potential sells below that level. Overall, fantastic reaction. Fantastic reaction. Thank you for sharing. US oil has a tremendous amount of liquidity underneath. It's looking very, very good. US oil, still look at the US oil. Any particular pullback? Might be trading. If we can create a lower low here and a continuation, I might try to look for a new trade here. We already made some profits right here, so we can use some of these profits to look for the new entry. Because now we have a beautiful confirmation then by breaking that low again that we put in beforehand. But that could also be one. So use oil. S&P pullback. Gonna set an alert here. And let's go to the US oil right there. Great reaction so far. What's your name of your computer so fast at TradingView? I don't know. I mean, it's a good one for sure. It's a good one. It's a good one if I want to stream. Want to make sure we can stream in a decent, okay, enough quality here. Could be good. I'd rather be in Bitcoin. Yes. Yeah, we're trading Bitcoin now as well. This will come another day. Japanese yen is keeps mooning here. Jesus, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, Euro, Japanese yen, Euro, US dollar against the Japanese yen. So what I always find interesting is that the correlations sometimes change. So you always want to confirm what the current correlation is. And you can see this very easily. You go to the 1 minute chart. You put up both charts next to each other and you look at what's happening. And if you see it countering, you know, okay, negative correlation, going to the same direction, positive correlation. Sometimes it changes, happens now and then here. Okay, so use the dollar against the Japanese yen. Fantastic reaction. This is only 1 hour, by the way. A very important low that we had to break. Uh, 30-minute chart. This is also a very interesting one. If you look at on the downside potential, it has, which it definitely has here, knowing that the yen is so strong. Interesting, interesting. USO is coming down hard, guys. USO is dropping very, very hard here. Alright. 5-minute candle closure of the 30-minute candle is almost here. This is a significant drop. Very, very clean. I see a lot of potential in the US oil here. You know, coming and all the way up from this level, breaking, coming down, pulling back a little bit after breaking this low. I mean, it's just a fantastic setup. We close our 30-minute candle in 5 minutes. We might look for sells there. Stop loss could be above that zone. Oil, I think oil is gonna, oil think could come down pretty quickly. We have so much liquidity there. Right underneath this level. Five-minute candle closure already done. 5 minute till a 30-minute candle closure. I'm potentially looking for shorts here, guys. All right, shorts, US oil. Euro coming back up very, very strong. Very, very strong. Look at that reaction from the euro. It was lagging a little bit, but now you're seeing that massive move here. Dollar still coming down, breaking below the level. Now we're going into you know, significant bearish territory here. Yeah, absolutely. Looking for this trade here. Are you Dutch? Yes, sir. Big question for you. Why does Japanese yen usually move with USD, and then on days like this, do they move opposite? It's just the money flow. All right. It has to do with the treasuries of the Bank of Japan. All right, because the Bank of Japan holds a very minor amount of Japanese treasuries. Yet rather they invested heavily in the US treasuries because they know their Japanese yen is worthless. That's the reason why here. Wow, massive move to the downside. Massive, massive reaction here. Pullback for me, trade setup straight away. I'm never gonna FOMO into the market. Not my way, my style. I see a lot of potential here. Okay, short, a lot of liquidity built up here, like over the last couple of, you know. There we had that massive expansion as well on a Friday, and then on the open here, we started to build liquidity to just come down back. In my opinion, we can make a massive move back down here. After we've seen the rejection there on that high, this could be the right moment. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Potentially our second trade of today's stream. I actually need to wait. I just realized right now. Thank God, right here. We have our closure in 2 minutes. There we go, 1 minute and a half. Setup exactly the same. If we close around the zone, I will enter regardless. One minute, 10 seconds to go. Want to see closure underneath. Almost got me slipping there. There's so much volume in the market. I feel like a little kid in a candy store. Yes, quarter two is starting off beautifully. That's exactly what we wanted to see here. It's a beautiful way of trading again when there's more volume in the market, especially in Forex. Crypto, it's a little bit different. Forex, absolutely. What do you use them to trade? Trading View, connected with a broker. 15 seconds to go. We came up here. You see that last minute? We came up around this level. There we go. We saw the closure just underneath that level. Now it's all about candle structure. So now you want to break this particular low. You want to close below this candle on the 5 minute. Otherwise, we do not enter straight. We do not enter yet at the moment. We just saw that wick here coming up, tapping into that zone. You want to see it coming down from here. I do believe there is a lot of downside potential here. We could also easily just come up a little bit, tap into that zone, and bounce from this level. All right. And if that happens, I tend to wait for that reaction, go to the lower time frame, wait for that low to be taken out, then enter, stop loss still above the high. I will have my confirmation regardless. So either one of those is fine for me. Let's have a look at the euro. We'll wait for the candle closure here in 4 minutes. The euro against the yen is coming up slowly but steadily as well. It's an interesting zone to take consideration. The yen has been performing very well. The dollar is still coming down, so the yen is making monster moves right now to the upside, which is actually fantastic to see here. We're not in yet, as you guys can see here. All right, we're just waiting, see if we can close at the S, because we closed with a strong wick just above that level. Okay, just above it. So that's a good indication that we need to wait a couple minutes longer to see when we can enter here. This is the oil. This is crude oil. All right, some people call this West Texas oil. Like, it all has different names, but this is oil here. We just traded the S&P 500. Now we're back at oil. Maybe later we're gonna go back into the Forex pairs here when we see the setup play out here. Bro, which app are you using? Trading View. Can we see your order pending? If we place it, yes, you will see it. You will see my order playing out here. Would oil be WTI spot or WTI crude? I don't have the weight WTI. Oh, easy, my broker. Yes, it's always different. It's always different. Yeah, you need to compare. You need to figure out which one belongs to which one, which broker. All the different brokers have different names. You will find out. What do you think is the main difference between trading Forex and crypto? I will tell you. I will tell you in the weekend. So watch my live stream in the weekend, my man. If not, watch it later. Watch the aftermath of it. I'm gonna come with a lot of fire. A lot of fire heading towards the stream in the weekend here. All right, EuroJPY is coming up slowly but steadily as well. Japanese yen is still coming up very strong. But at some point we need to wait for a pullback. So I think that the EuroJPY can maybe come back up a little bit more once that pullback comes into play here. So I might be a little bit more patient, more careful with the euro against the Japanese yen here. Okay. Look at GJ, look at GJ as well. Beautiful reaction overall. Fantastic back at that level. We made a massive trade on GJ Friday. At some point we were up around $6,000 in that trade. Dollar yen, also very important. Also extremely nice. Another very fantastic, beautiful setup that could come into play here 24 minutes before we close this candle on the medium time frame. This is not directly a setup for now, but keep a close eye on this setup in general. Because if you see this coming up here, you fill out that imbalance, you tap into the zone, create a lower low, you might break like I personally enter. I enter from break of structure. Or if you want to enter from supply or demand, you might be able to do so aggressively, okay, from this particular moment. Entry here, stop loss above that level. Target the loss, starting of course with these levels here. I personally want to look at the lower time frame to look for a higher risk to reward setup, or simply just break structure and look for entries from there here. But I see just a lot of potential here for the dollar yen short here, okay? After this massive rejection, especially right now, I see a lot of potential here for the dollar against the yen. Glazer says we'll trade simultaneously sell oil and USD cut buy. Yeah, there's a negative correlation here indeed. So let's see what's going on with the USD cut right now. That's a very good point. Thank you for sharing. I took out the lows to take out the people that entered here long. I think a lot of people had set up buy orders here. Okay. That has been taken out. So it's actually a good sign. Now you look at it on the lower time frame. Let me know what you guys are currently looking at. What particular setup you're going to look at. What particular, long or short. Let me know if it's coming very close. We might look for an extra setup right now. We waited with the oil. We didn't see the closure underneath. I placed the sell limit, immediately canceled. I realized, oh shit, the 30-minute candle is not even closed yet. That's the reason why. It's a perfect example. Can you see the US30? Absolutely, we can see the US30 here. I think that it's good to take consideration. Yeah, this is exactly what we want to see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So beautiful. Super clear low. 30-minute. Let me see on the 5-minute if you see, if you see like a stronger. Yeah, we might be able to put our stop loss a little bit lower. Above this particular move here. The VIX is holding very well. I think it's correlating very well with the VIX right now at the moment. The VIX made that massive move up indeed. We came back to that new level. The reason why we look at the VIX, for the people that are just watching, we want to know what the VIX is doing so we can determine the outcome potential of the S&P 500, the US 30, and so on and so on. We're coming into that zone right now. We need to come up, we need to show some strength right now, right here. Which we are seemingly to do, or it seems that we're doing it at the moment here. The dollar needs to hold support at some point to give us more of a confluence as well to enter the stock market, or like the index itself, like the Dow Jones, for example. Okay, we're coming into an area of support. Just horizontal support resistance, nothing spectacular here. Tapping into that zone right now. This is just good enough for us to know right now, okay, we have some support, or we found at least some support here. Yeah, we might just go for that one. Keep a close eye on the US oil in the meantime. The beautiful thing is we have not mitigated into this particular zone yet. We have not retested that level yet. I think that's a pretty reasonable level to short from. I start basic. I will lower my risk later. Closure has already been done, so limit is set here. Focusing a lot on the indices today. A beautiful market, guys. This is what we're looking for. The volume is back into the market. The market itself is looking fantastic here. The second quarter of 2023 is usually a quarter where there is more volume, more volatility in the market. All right, like I mentioned before, right there, it's generally considered to be a period of higher volatility than Q1 as investors reassess their positions. There is also another term, okay? It's called window dressing. All right, it's called window dressing. That means that what happens is hedge funds are selling their positions, okay, in Q1 or at the beginning, or just at the beginning of Q2. The reason why, they want to close their positions to close the quarter, preferably at the end of Q1, positively, so they can show their clients all their winning positions and so on and so on. So they're actually flamoosing you a little bit by showing you the perfect results, while actually just putting their losers and then removing the losers from the balance sheet at the end of the quarter, because that's how it works when delivering your quarterly reports. Okay, so when that happens, you see a lot of changes happening in the stock market, a lot of volume going from one currency to another to assess and reassess their portfolios that way. And I think this is what we're currently seeing, the aftermath of what happened beforehand. SCM, so they close the profit to keep the losers open. Yes, they hedge themselves against it. And then they can take that into their second quarter of the year. And then they start reassess the portfolios right there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Japanese yen, Euro Japanese yen sell. Well, the yen is making a massive move to the upside, and that's in essence a good sign for us. But at the same time, when I see this right now, and I see that they're starting to creep up, yet we're losing power here, I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. I'm gonna be more careful with the way I look at potential, setups for Euro or for the Japanese yen right now, because you can come up very strong, but at some point you could easily make a sudden pullback, and I'd rather enter from a pullback than enter from a massive upside move here. In order to look for yen pairs, I want to wait for a small pullback first, but then look for the continuation here. For the US30, yeah, this is either we're gonna miss out on this trade, we're gonna see the sell limit not getting triggered, or it takes us and it beautifully will come down towards that level. One of those we're gonna find out here. But again, Same concept as how we trade always. We're seeing it low. We're seeing it high. That low was broken. The VIX held very well. The dollar is at support. Gold is still looking strong. That can only mean one thing. And that is weaker indices right here. So yeah. I like to trade the indices a lot right now. Do you have a sell limit on the Dow Jones? Yes, we have a sell limit placed. It's at 33,551.9. Gold is looking weaker. Okay, we're starting to build a lot of liquidity right now to the downside. We might see a pullback if you break the candle structure here. If you look at this particular zone, you might see a pullback here if you break below the 2015-424. If the dollar tends to hold here above this area of demand, we are now at a horizontal level. We are at a horizontal support, as you guys can see here. I think it's super clear. Support, support, support. We also look at, supply and demand, of course. One of our favorite ways to execute trades, but horizontal support and resistance is also important to take consideration. To just understand what is happening here. So yeah, we are at that zone right now. Okay, we are maybe starting to creep up a little bit. This could maybe be the indication for the yen to come down a little bit, and also for gold to come down a little bit. Okay, for the stock market, regardless, the US 30 potentially will still come down. Right there. So also very, very interesting right now. I do expect more downside potential for the indices for the next coming days, maybe even weeks. All right, so I'm going to look for sells every single day right now. Going to see is there a possibility to sell and look for new potential opportunities whenever I see that. So yeah, scaling up my position, looking for setups, and so on and so on. Could be really, really nice right now. Gold still raising. I'm not really, I think that we need to see and wait for reaction here. The dollar needs to hold here in order for us to make a significant move here. US 30 is already coming down. It's falling quite quickly. So if we break below this level, of course, we're going to close our limit order. Until then, we're going to hold it. We're going to hold our position open here. The US 30 don't give a retest on the 5 minute. Well, it came up, but it did not tap into that zone. It left us with a slight imbalance. Aha, oil is back. Oil is back at that level. Fantastic. We were waiting for this moment right now. This is the indication. There we go. This is the indication I was looking for. You see no closure underneath. We close our 5 minute candle in 2 minutes and 22 seconds. That could indicate a sell position right there for the US oil as well. Stop loss above that high. Smaller stop loss here. If you want, you can place a little bit wider. So the US 30 is also coming into play. Let's go to the oil right now. For me, it's important to wait for closures regardless, underneath certain levels, which we haven't seen yet, hopefully until now here. Okay, it's super important here. If you look on the 15 minute, you see that every single candle was just a closure above that level. Now we're breaking below. But this could be give us the indication here. To look for potential sells here. Two minutes for that closure. I'm saying goodbye to trading. I got so angry with gold that I missed it. And when I enter a buy trade, it went against me and received a margin call. Lorenzo, can you please say the name of the book? You said it's good. Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas. It's a classic, all right? I would definitely take that in consideration here. Some of you guys are already in oil, fantastic. We are closing right now in 5 minutes. For me, it's a must-have to close. It's just my strategy. I know a lot of other people, they just enter regardless. Which can also be the case here. We closed. Let's pull back, hopefully come back in that zone. Look for a seller. We have a couple of beautiful zones here in between. Sell limit should be right underneath that level right there. There we go. Okay, sell limit placed. Grant, I never made any profit in trading, only lost 886 euro. Yes, never buy during a massive run. So whenever you guys are telling me, look at gold, look at this, look at that, and it pumped already, like let's say 100 pips. I'm like, yeah, but what do you want me to do there? There's nothing to see there. It's exciting to watch a candle go to the moon, but there is nothing to see there if you're not in it beforehand. We do not enter at impulses. We enter before potential impulses here. Okay. It's part of the game, bro. I think you will learn from it for sure and keep moving forward because we're no quitters. All right, it's gonna be fine. Risk management, no FOMO. Like I could miss out on this trade right now. I could. Like it could come down. I would not care. Okay? It either is going to come back to my limit order or not. That's up to them to decide. If I will get triggered into my position here or not. Did you catch the move before the news? So we catch the S&P500. We traded the S&P. We took some profits. Made around $500 on that trade. Now we're looking for the new entry, which is the US oil short. I think there's a lot of potential. But it depends if you're gonna get triggered in my limit order. I know there are many of you guys already in the trade itself. I just know that. But, you know, if you guys are in, we can still look at the charts and so on and so on if I'm not in. But then I personally will look for a new entry somewhere else. Already 500 likes. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Quarter 2 is starting very, very good here. We made some money in our first trade of quarter 2 together. Congratulations if you joined our trade here. For the others, I mean, they're going into our direction, or they're going to the direction we wanted to go. But this is also good. The overall analysis here is good. Sometimes with entries, it's a little bit tricky, but that's it. Keep it open, see what happens here. A higher high, by the way, on the VIX. Very good reaction so far. Also good for the indices in general. So let's run it back real quick, okay? Australian dollar has been showing a lot of strength. Right now is getting weaker, all right? We have been coming up here until we saw that massive turnaround. Probably saw rejection somewhat in this point here, okay, of this particular high. Getting rejected right now. Coming back down to potentially these highs here. So in the short term, we're going to see some weakness from the Australian dollar. From the British pound, we are right now in a very crucial level. We are in, again, a super crucial high. We need to break that high to remain bullish, but it seems that we're, you know, quite strong. We keep pushing right now. So British pound, relatively strong. Canadian dollar, very similar behavior. Coming down that zone here, we're seeing a lot of liquidity built up here. I assume there is more potential, in my opinion, right now for the Canadian dollar in the next coming weeks ahead of us. In the short term, we are potentially coming back, retracing here. In the very short term, on the lower time frames, we are forming or starting to form some weakness right now. For the dollar, we all know what happened to the dollar. The dollar is a total disaster at the moment. We're seeing a massive spike to the downside. We're breaking horizontal support, okay? An horizontal support level. Very important level to take in consideration. When looking at the daily, our next potential zone is actually quite far away, but it's roughly around, if I'm correct, this particular level right here, which we are not in yet at this specific moment. This is where we bounced from once beforehand. We have a lot of room to cover, which is around the 101. Dollar extremely weak. The euro. Massive recovery because the dollar is weak. Negative correlation. As long as the dollar is weak, I think the euro stays relatively strong. Japanese yen. This is the moment I was waiting for. Okay? This is the turnaround for the yen right now. I think the yen can potentially make that move to the downside as we got rejected here. So the yen is getting weaker. So I would not particularly look at the euro against the yen right now. We can look at it right here. Okay, let's see what it says. Sell the Japanese euro against the yen. I'll be very careful. I mean, I see this point and maybe it works. Maybe you get rejected. I'm not saying it will not work here. However, the yen right now is in an area of supply. We're gonna face some resistance right now. That the yen could make a pullback. Alright, we have been coming up very strong. The question is, are we gonna hold here, yes or no? Okay? This is the only way pretty much to find out if we can actually make that move to the downside. And if the yen, the euro against the yen, will not push up further. Okay? So that's why I should be careful. It's already coming up a little bit more. Confirm this with the yen first. Okay? Because if the yen comes down, the euro and the yen against the yen will probably go up. Why? Because the dollar is coming down. If the dollar is coming down and the euro is going up and the yen is coming down, the euro against the yen is not a good trade. At least not short. All right, so let's be patient here. As of now, what I see is that we're holding in this area of the month. So patience game right there. Sell limit is placed. We are coming up here. Okay. Jonathan says, I lost a lot on 2 trades. I did not follow my risk management plan. Never again. Since then, win rate at 75%. Make a decent 20% plus per month. It's going to work forever. Wow. That's amazing, man. Amazing, amazing. Great to hear. Do you provide a trading course? I do not have a trading course. I have a community with a video series in there. A lot of things in there. Okay. So we have pretty much a lot of information in there, but you get access to a complete community, not just a course or something like that. We have events. We have live trading sessions. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. So cool. So you want to join these events? You can find more information in Discord. And all our series as well, videos and also live trading. So this is exactly the 50% here, the equilibrium right there of this particular zone. Okay, so we have this high internally, this low, this is the equilibrium right there. This is where my sell limit is at right now, at the 50%, coming into that zone. Hopefully see the rejection, sell off from there. If it comes down, it comes down. We're gonna find out. Our sell limit is set already. Patience wins. We have been streaming right now for roughly, let's see, almost 3 hours right now. We had a beautiful winning trade. If you can get one more, it will be absolutely creme de la creme. All right, the cherry on top. Lorenzo, when should we sell gold? The question is, should we even sell gold? That's the true question here. I mean, if we break below this level, of course, I think we're going to make some sort of pullback. We're not looking particularly strong. You know, we have been trading this strategy a lot here, where we just took out this one and we go for one-to-one straight away, like a quick scalp. The only thing is, at that moment, we saw a strong negative correlation with the dollar. Right now, I think the dollar is still coming down a little bit here, so it's not helping gold here to come down either. So I will be careful a little bit with selling gold if you want to keep your probability high. US oil, in my opinion, is looking very solid. I think that could give you a significant probability here to the downside, taking out that low, coming back towards you know, levels like these here, somewhat around that zone, coming down. Somewhat in that level. Yeah, that's something that I'm interested in right here. Okay, any pullback will be appreciated. Well, we're gonna see here. How long will you stream today? Well, maybe I want to catch at least maybe one more trade. Let's see if it's possible, if you can catch one together. If so, yeah, one more trade before I close the stream here. Oh, there we go, there we go. Coming down already a little bit. Okay. Let's see what else we have with the US30. Also coming down, I guess. So if that's the case, I can cancel that one as well. Yeah, also coming down like a bomb. Okay. The yen is still roughly holding here, which is quite interesting indeed. Nah, I still want to see this move to the downside. I still want to see that reaction here. I think that it's still possible. Let's put it like this. If we close underneath, can we enter, put stop loss above the wick for gold? Or which one do you mean? Thank you. Why do you always consider pullback? Because it gives me the highest probability. A close pullback and the most minimum drawdown I've seen. It maybe sounds boring, but based on a lot of trades, I've just seen many times more that when I enter straight away, that my market order will give me a very bad entry, first of all. And it reduces my risk reward in a way where I'm not happy with it. It costs me more fees, second of all. And sometimes it does not even play out. So I get wicked in market and then it reverses still. So I rather then get wicked in limit, and if it then reverses, it reverses. But yeah, overall I've seen that my sell limit is of my overall probability and win rate is just higher when I do that. Better entries and so on and so on. But if not, if it doesn't happen and it goes straight away, like there are some instances where I take a trade straight away, and that is when there is a lot of confirmation on a lot of other correlated pairs. And when the correlation is so perfect, well, then I enter usually on the breakout straight away. Or if my closure is exactly around this level here, exactly around that zone, underneath that level, and we close just below it, then I enter straight away as well. So there are a couple of instances where I enter directly. GT Water said, down for the day, Chow. Today 2 wins, got a 4% up on bank, 100% disciplined trading. Today, love lift. Man, you have been growing a lot, my friend. I know I knew you coming here a couple months ago for the first time. And I've seen you just grow and grow and grow, especially in the community. I pay very close attention to everyone that's sharing their charts in the community. And I see a big difference, my man. GT Wardle. We're gonna turn you right now, by the way. I've seen it myself. Where are you at? Let me see where you're at. Let me add this one right now. Where is our man? Where is our man GT Wardle? There we go. Let's make you verified. There we go. You got your little crown right now. Thank you so much. Appreciate the effort in the community and helping out the members in the community as well. So while you were growing, you're helping out others by giving some very valuable information. So I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. I was looking for that one. That was the wrong button here. We're still coming. You see that? We are still coming. We are still coming here. We closed that hourly candle and we started to reverse right there. Lorenzo, good morning. Do you grade your setup as an A+, B+? No, what I usually do is I look for similar setups. So all my setups that I look for are, in my opinion, the A+ setups that I'm looking for personally. So, like for example, let's say you have A+ and B+ and C+ and so on and so on. Like, why then would you enter the B+ and C+? Like, if you think about it, why not looking then only for the A+ setups? If that provides you with the highest win rate, highest probability. Okay, we are in. We are activated in the US oil right there. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. You know what I'm going to do right now? Be right back. Okay, so what I actually need to buy, I need to buy a massive tea can of like 2 liters of hot tea that stays hot forever, so I can sit out during the whole stream, you know what I mean? That's what I actually need to do. It saves us some time here. Patience game here. Yeah, let's see how we react. We are coming back to that initial level here. I want to see how we close above here. I'm gonna actively manage this trade, depending on how we react right now after that level. Okay. Based on that, I'm gonna look for a potential a mover. I like how we tap into that candle structure right there. Our stop loss is above the second one, so we have quite a wider stop loss here. Overall, I think we could find here some opportunity if we create a lower low, especially you know, it's done. If you break that high, it's another story. So we need to see from there. But a lower low will be the ultimate goal right now. Coming down and you know, look for the continuation. You mean a canister? Yes, that's what I need. I guess that's what it is. Is it a canister? Is that how it's called? Canin there. No, it's more of a thermal mug, you know what I mean? Like a bigger one. Yeti mug. Is this one? Yes. That's what I need. That's what I need for the stream. Limitless logo right there in the middle. A beautiful limitless logo. That's what I need. That's what we're gonna do. Very, very good point. What is oil loss on? Right now we are in a $20 profit. So yeah, it doesn't mean anything. We have to see. Wait and see here. I give it like, you know, a couple more minutes, like 10 minutes. If we are still ranging around that zone, I might close my position. And then I would re-enter if we break this level, putting my stop loss like this, down right there. That's my second option right here. It depends on how we react. If we're gonna see some price move it here, it's 11:15 right now in my place here, PM. Depends how we close this 50-minute candle and how we move after that. So if you break this low, stop loss on break even immediately, pretty much. That's what you want to see. Do you still have your use 30 limit order? Oh yeah, I do have that. Thank you for sharing. Because that's not what I'm looking for now anymore. Thank you for sharing. Really want to break this low? Then it's done. Then it's done. So we came back to the 50, to the equilibrium of this zone here, the 50%. Actually, the 62%. Now I'm looking at it right now. We pulled back into the 62 and now we're gunning down. That was the exact entry. That's why we place limit orders. It for sure, it helps us out tremendously. Imagine if I would now place a, and this is just something that it depends for everyone, right? It depends it's different for you, for me, for everyone. Everyone has a different strategy. For me personally, if I would enter here market, I would first of all not enter here, because then my automatically market order would trigger me in somewhere here. Not here, but here. Okay. And then we come in drawdown. No, I don't like that. What I want to see is I want to get tagged into my position and I want to get in profit straight away or relatively quickly, like minimum drawdown. That's what I would love to see. Let's hope that we can break that low. Particularly here, if you look on the 1 minute, for example, it's important to break this low because internally we have some demand here. Okay, we have some demand right now. Why? Internally, you can see that this low took out this high. So you're gonna see some support here now at the moment. All right, what I could do is I could place my stop loss on break even, and if we take out that high, I simply just wait. Okay, so what I could do right now, maybe I will put my stop loss just above that high right now on the 1 minute. Minor stop loss here. Like really nothing. Because that initial impulse was perfect. And that's another reason why we took these, we took a limit order. Because you can quickly reduce your risk. Very fast here. Okay, if we break this low, it's game over. Until that moment, we are practically right now already on break even. If we get triggered, we just enter a little bit higher once this gap is filled. Maybe even a little bit higher depending on that reaction. Okay? But if we break this low, we could already take our first TP a little bit and see from there. So this could potentially be TP1. And then from there, we'll see later. Okay? Edgar Elder says it's a prop firm called Limitless. That is not yours. No, it's not us. No. That is released some weeks ago. No. Do we have a swing setup, Lorenzo? I would definitely look at more. I would look at the yen pairs. So the higher time frame yen. Any particular pullback retracement? I think we will talk about some sort of, you know, swing trade potential here during the week. Because of the potential right now with the flip that we're seeing here. So yeah, in essence, our risk is completely secured here. All right. This is another reason why we enter limit. Because if you get tagged in and it comes down, now you have your stop loss very tight, very minor, no risk, $38 is, I don't know how much, 0.03% or something like that. And it's a legitimate stop loss in my opinion. Especially, that would be the ideal though, if we create that low. How do you manage your withdrawal? Do you withdraw every month or every week? Usually every week. I have multiple accounts. Let's go. Let's break it. Will you do any Forex whenever I see an opportunity that I like to see here? Euro, US dollar, any one dollar index closes above. Okay, we'll have a look at it. Dollar is closing above, is still ranging above that area or that horizontal support level. We're seeing that break. The euro right now itself need to break this low at 109.543. Then it becomes interesting. I'm gonna set an alert right there. That could be an interesting trade, indeed. Let's break that low, guys. Come on. It will take some time here, then it will suddenly push us through. Like usually it start building orders, and once there are enough orders, boom, coming down. If you break that level, yeah, it's game over. Second trade, win. Let's break. Come on. We need our song. We need our song. We need our break song, guys. You're right. Oil. 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 Let's go. Let's close below it. Don't be too excited yet. Alright, a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Take some profits right now. Take some partials right now. There we go. Stop loss is perfect. We already are in profit regardless right now. Congratulations if you're with me on this particular trade right here. That is what I mean, guys. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. Placing your limit order. Let the order come to you. Let the market come to you. Don't chase the market. Do not chase the market ever, ever, ever again. Because this is the perfect example of why it's not necessary. Alright? Stop loss, tight, nothing to worry about. Coming down. Same as what we had with the S&P 500. We placed the limit order, got triggered in, came down. US oil right now. Similar behavior to the downside. Alright, next potential resistance layer is, or next level that we need to break is here. Then we have a zone. We have a couple of interesting zones right now to break. but you should secure yourself right now. Make sure that you take some profits. That song helped tremendously, by the way. It was the song. We have our breakout song for gold, for oil, for commodities, let's say. It's our commodity breakout song that we use for this type of events. Okay. We have one more climax. Okay, you should have taken profits already. You should have put your stop loss on break even or in profit. Preferably on break even. Just slightly above that zone. So like, let's say you take some profits right now. Okay. And your stop loss is right above that zone, which is like minor. You still secure yourself a little bit more. But at the same time, because you already took some profits, you're gonna be in profit regardless. So that's what you want to see. You want to have that. And now you just need to sit it out and let it run. These are the best moments in trading. Is when you take that win. You secure yourself, you take some profits. And you can sit back and enjoy. Alright, that's the moment we're working for. So we're going to count this as a win. So guys, if you like what I do, then please smash that like button. You know, let's make it happen. Let's get to 600 likes today. It helps us a lot with, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. All right, make a little pullback here. We are coming into a new zone, which is right here on the 1 minute. Turning around a little bit, 3 minutes before a 30-minute candle closes, that's why. It could give us a little bit of volatility, but our entry is solid. You should have taken some profits. Okay. You always take 25% profits now, sometimes 50. It depends, sometimes 30. It depends on the setup itself. Gold breaking the lows, yeah. I'm not a big fan. Too much liquidity above. No highs has been taken out here. No, I'm personally not a big fan here. Dollar Canadian dollar is coming. USD cut is coming up. We're gonna face some resistance right now. I think this could have an effect here on the price as well. Our next zone is right here. Breaking towards this first zone. All right, let's see how we react in that area of supply. Our entry is just above it. And our stop loss is above it. So euro is still on our radar. If the dollar tends to make a move. What tends to happen right now is that you can clearly see that the dollar is actually coming up. It's actually trying to push up right now after tapping into that zone. It doesn't look fancy, it doesn't look strong at all. Yet we could see or potentially see a short-term, push up here. Yeah, which could definitely happen. All right, so this could make the yen struggle a little bit here. But the US30, wow, would have been an amazing one. Didn't came to our entry initially here. Also, the oil is coming up pretty significantly. Good that you took some profits, guys. But let's be patiently and see how we react at that level. Because our stop loss is just above it. 30-minute candle just closed right now. Strong wick. That's why these 30-minute candles are so important as well. Cliff says, just come across your new great trade, bro. Got a question. Do you have a tutorial for your entries with the limits? That's a very good question. So I think in the last I do not at the moment, but I think in the last 10 streams we only did this strategy. We have been taking these setups exactly the same way. So you might see and learn from there. But actually, it's a very good idea. I will think about it. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that. I agree. Yeah, so there's definitely negative correlation between the USD cut and oil at the moment. Okay. So if we hold here and we come up, we have already created a high. If we come up, create a new high, we're going to come down again. This is what I mean. Like, look at that reaction. Nothing to worry about so far. On the 30-minute or the 50-minute is more clear what's actually happening right now on the US oil here. So patience game. EU, GU, okay. So if the dollar, yes, GU is making moves, EU will come down here right now. That's what I'm talking about. We saw that initial reaction here. Dollar is trying to push. US30 is bye-bye. Bye-bye. The euro is still strong. It's still relatively strong. We have put in a very significant high. So the British pound GU may sound a little bit better. Yet we have not broken the same structure yet. So okay, it's the euro is still quite strong. Okay, the euro is still quite on the stronger side. Yeah, we're tapping into an area of demand as well here. We're holding there, we're bouncing from this zone right now. I mean, it's interesting, it's nice, but at the same time, I think the dollar has not proven itself enough to me. It's a good start. It's good for, you know, what we are looking for. A lot of buyers are stepping in right now also for oil. I can see it here. See some buyers stepping in. Yeah, the massive expansion right there that retraced already. We have been tapping into the zone multiple times already. We have been tapping into the zone again. This is the reason why we're bouncing off from this particular area of the month, which we have been bounced off already 1, 2, 3 times right now. The dollar, as long as the dollar holds here, and the USD cut is relatively strong, and created a new high again like it did right now, I will remain, you know, relatively very still, potentially another push down. But if the USD cut breaks this low and oil is still ranging, I will close my position. Just put your position on break even, guys. That's my recommendation to you. Put it on break even. Take some profits. And leave the rest running as C4. Cliff says, perfect, I will go back through them, view them, because you have similar trade setups to me and I have never seen your stream. Shout out to you, my man. Wow, that was the light. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, big shout out to you, my man. Welcome to the streams. I hope that my face was not too... Oyo is building liquidity. Yes, Oyo is doing that. Oyo is building liquidity here. If you want to close your position, I leave it up to you. You can close your position. You are still in should be still in some decent profits right now. I personally closed what I had to close, what I wanted to close, and I'll leave it up to the this as long as the dollar stays above this zone here. So the USD CAD can stay above this zone here. If it breaks this low, I will break. I will close my position straight away. So with a market trade, we would never be in that situation here where we had that room. We would have been entered somewhere here, and it would have been a little bit more tricky. Overall, it could be possible though. DP1 there, if you can break that low, will be amazing. We still have some imbalance here. We still have that zone there. I mean, we could still bounce from that zone. Like, there are a couple ways we can still perform here, but it's starting to look a little bit stronger. I have to be honest here. We are starting to see right now clear liquidity getting built up here. At some point, we're going to take out that liquidity and we're going to come up here. So I might close my position. USD cut is coming breaking the lows right there. Yeah, I'm gonna close the position right here. Okay, we closed the position in full. We took already some profits earlier, which was good. And then we closed the position in full. The reason why is because I start seeing that we're building a lot of liquidity right now to the upside. Okay. As you guys can see here. At the same time, the dollar has been, you know, it's like losing a little bit of strength. USD CAD is coming down. We have been building a lot of liquidity underneath as well. It could come down. I'm not saying it will not come down, but I'm just not a big fan of this liquidity there built up. I'd rather get my profits, get out, look for new trade. So I think it was a pretty good idea overall. I stand behind my decision right there. Okay. That's trade number 2 for today. 2 winning trades, beautiful. 3 hours 35 minutes. Okay, let's see what we yeah, okay. We still have some time. We still have a little bit of time. Let's see. $15 GJ. Japanese yen. Yeah, what's the Japanese yen doing? Japanese yen broke a new high. Okay. Japanese yen is amazing. Amazing. I'm looking for potential swing trades for yen in the second quarter of this year. This week, okay? Looking forward to that. Potentially looking for some beautiful entries right there. I think a lot of potential. The VIX, strong, massive run up. Beautiful. We have been waiting for that. The Swiss franc is strong, very strong. Dollar. I mean, yeah, we're making some recovery right now, but I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. So okay, dollar. British pound losing strength. In resistance right now. Euro coming down. After tapping into this high. Euro showing potential. Euro against the yen. Let's see what's happening here. Coming down, we're coming down hard. Wow, beautiful. Fantastic, fantastic reaction. Highs taken out, beautiful. Time to reverse here. Yeah, the Euro Yen is one of those. Is one of those setups that I would like to catch right now. And hold it for a longer period of time. Any pullback in that manner is something that we could look for. It's quite interesting. Go to the lower time frame. This particular level is important as well. So a beautiful rejection at that zone. Tapped into that range. Got rejected already. Okay. Very, very clean. Same for GJ. Alright, chat, let me know. What are you guys looking at right now? We have 2 winning trades. We might go for one more. Let's see. What are you guys looking at? Euro Canadian dollar. Okay. All right, tapping into that zone. That's good. EURUSD, Euro broke low but no volume. Yeah, that's why I'm careful with the Euro. That's because of the dollar. The dollar is not pushing up. I do not trust the dollar completely yet. Gym times is Lorenzo, my brother. I'm heading to the gym. Bye, everyone, and big thanks to this whole community. Love you all. Legend, my man. See you later, brother. My college social trader tools is the main one. Yes. Look at the EURUSD for sales. Yeah, we're looking at it as well, but we need to have the confirmation of the dollar. The dollar needs to show us more strength. Dollar needs to show us more strength. I actually think that Euro Canadian dollar is actually very interesting, as what he mentioned before, Forex Kings. The reason why is because we have finally come and tapped into a very important zone here. If you look on the 15-minute, it's very clear. This particular level right there, we tapped into that area. We saw the reaction. If the Euro decides to come down like it wants to, there is some potential here. So Euro Canadian dollar is one potential. Lorenzo, US30 don't retest breakout. No, I didn't. So no, that means no trade for me. Okay, let me see what else we have. Let me scroll a little bit to the charts. Let's see if I can find one more trade. That makes sense. That actually makes sense as well. Okay, Australian dollar overall relatively on the stronger side. Canadian dollar also relatively on the stronger side. So Euro Canadian dollar is interesting indeed, due to the fact that we're coming into this particular whole range right now. This area of consolidation is interesting. We are tapping into that area of consolidation after a long period of time. So what you guys can see here is clearly consolidation, expansion, consolidation, expansion. Are we gonna consolidate here? You know, come up, come down. You know, can we take advantage of that potentially? I do think there is a possibility here. If the Euro index is showing more, you know, weakness, we are holding here barely, but we're holding here at this specific moment. If you can close below it, I do believe that there is more potential for the Euro to come down, and therefore for the Canadian dollar. Also not particularly looking like super strong yet. We're holding in this low. And this low created this high. This high took out this high. So this is a decent low. So that's good to know. Alright, I think patience will play out here. Like Euro being weak. Coming down, getting rejected, at least coming back towards these levels, testing these levels there. Filling up that last imbalance, now getting rejected to the downside. Canadian dollar holding here. Euro Canadian dollar then breaking the lows. Then might enter a trade right there. Stop loss above the highs. What do you think of stock trading? I like stock trading overall. However, I'm more a big fan of currencies. Personally, it's my personal favorite. Either cryptocurrencies or, you know, Forex pairs, whatever. And indices, for example. So let's see. Euro begins to be weaker? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. USD cut came down. It's coming down right now. It's looking weaker as well. Volume is getting less and less right now at the moment. We have the London closure in 10 minutes. So we might pull off one more. We might be able to see it. You see the EURUSD as well. If you look here right now. Okay. Okay, the dollar needs to break the high, and that's something that we can look out for. Otherwise, the Euro Canadian dollar has some more potential as well. Massive expansion right now, showing weakness, stagnating a little bit. But we need to see a little bit more volume. We have 12 minutes till the London closure. We might see that last pull up. Well, this is what I mean. The dollar, I do not trust it completely. We are still coming down a little bit. Therefore, I think the EURUSD can and will hold here with less volume. Starts ranging around that zone. I'm not a big fan right now of the Euro against the US dollar here because of that. Unless we see some significant, you know, increase in volume right there. How did you get to 100k trading with 250 at the beginning? I didn't start with 250. I started with a little bit more. It was a very, very long road, by the way, for me as well. But yeah, this is just one account as well, by the way. One trading account. But I personally have been trading a lot of cryptos as well. And I have not been investing in cryptos, I've been trading it. That's a completely different game. Like, a lot of people invest in a crypto and get super rich from it. I did not. I traded it. And that's pretty much what I did. I'm in, I'm out. That's how I trade here. I could trade the stock market, I could trade the Forex market, I could trade the cryptocurrency market, I could trade options, whatever it is. I want to get in, I want to make my money, I want to get out of the market, then I want to invest that money. So it's all about cash flow for me. Yeah, so eurUSD, you know, the dollar needs to make more better impression here right now. You see clearly that the dollar, you know, yeah, it's holding here. It needs to hold above this 105.545. If it does, and it creates a new high, fantastic. You will see the euro US dollar coming down. If it doesn't, and it starts to stagnate, coming down, and so on, then it will definitely not work out here. But yeah, it depends. It depends right now on the dollar, not on the euro. The euro is relatively weak. Same for the Canadian dollar as well here. Okay, 3 hours 46 minutes. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna close down the stream. We had 2 beautiful trades today. Regardless, we took in, we took our money, we went out, we entered the break. We were pretty much not in drawdown overall. So I think that's enough for today. I see the volume is decreasing. The London market is closing right now. I think we had a lot of fun regardless here. So let me. Right. Overall, guys, absolutely thank you so much for all the support. Overall, I really enjoy, you know, what we are building. Every single day, it just gets better and better and better. Trading also live right now. We're nailing down our strategy better. This is improving still. Every single week, I'm constantly trying to improve as well for you guys, you know, not just for me, also for you, so I can give you more of a higher win rate percentage when we actually trade. That's my goal. Okay, so overall, I'm very happy to have you guys by my side here. What I can tell you right now is that we're gonna keep crushing it. We're gonna keep building these streams. Tomorrow I'll be back around New York Open. Thursday as well. Friday we have of course the news, so maybe I will be there depending a little bit on on the market. There is also a bank holiday, but on a Saturday we are gonna trade crypto live for the first time ever. I really want you to be there because I truly believe that I have something, and I would not say it if it was not true. I'm not saying it out of a marketing hype. I truly believe I have found something that can work trading crypto with that strategy, and I will come with all the proof, all the winning trades, all the losing trades, and all the data to back it up as well, and to show you how you can grow a relatively small account into a bigger account with these confluences, with the tools I'm using. Price action, not much volume needed, okay? No crazy risk needed, no flipping, all right? Good risk management, and execution on the futures market. So I can't wait to show you that as well. But that's going to be in the weekend. We have a full week of Forex trading ahead of us. So let's just crush it. Take over the world. And enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.